Useless cunt.
Lee, for the love of God, you need to start doing strip teases before you got down. Oh, we are live. Ooga fucking Ooga cunts. I've embarrassed the shit out of myself and Lee a little bit. What's going on? Tonight is Saturday night fucking Cuntstream. We're going to be talking about, what are we talking about?
Mundane Matt, man.
Oh, we're talking about Mundane
Matt
Matt again? The creepiness that we discovered with Mundane Matt not too long ago. That's actually very funny.
Yeah, some weird things came out over the past couple days.
There's cringe, and then there's Mundane Matt levels of cringe, and I don't know how to feel about it.
Now, do we build up to the cum thing, or do we start with the cum thing?
We start with the cum thing.
All right, so he apparently has some experience with semen eating.
Yeah.
It turns out, I don't know if you guys are aware of this. It wasn't just one time that whether or not people have eaten their own semen was brought up by Mundane Matt. It was actually about 5 times. I'll pull up this tweet here. So, you get June 12th. Have you ever accidentally tasted your cum? Or your own cum? Be honest. Then he repeats that the 8th of July. Again on the 16th of August. Again on the 17th of August. And finally on the 9th of November. I've tasted my own cum once, and I'm okay with that.
Alrighty.
You know, I can understand if somebody can say something like that because maybe they were eating a girl out after they had got done banging her, but like,
no,
you know,
don't eat a girl out after you're done. Like, if you come in the girl, don't eat the girl out.
I totally agree with you. I have, however, had to have this conversation with several fucking people in the past. I cannot even remember how many I've counted. But I can understand if, like, you know, maybe she was sucking your dick. And then the two of you were making out sometime after and a little bit of pre-cum, whatever. I can understand a few other things, but the way Mundane Matt is putting this makes me wonder, did you have her snowball
afterward or something? Or yeah,
have her snowball fucking spit it in your mouth? What the fuck are you talking about, Matt? What is this timeline? I think that's becoming my new catchphrase very slowly. Annoyingly so.
Yeah, that's it. Are you okay, Brockus? You doing all right?
No, I don't know what's happening with reality anymore. I feel like I have slipped into some alternate world where everything and everyone is crazy, including myself. I'm just a little more sane than everybody. Not that actually is the reality.
Brockus here is saying he's a little more sane than everyone. I think we should all just soak that in for a second.
No. I said it feels like that. That is not the reality.
Objective Hate said, if it's about fapping to 16-year-olds, there's UK tabloids that publish 16-year-olds topless for readers to fap on. Keep your fucking morals out of it. No, man, you shouldn't be jacking off to 16-year-olds. If you're jacking off to 16-year-olds, there's something wrong with you.
I have questions. First of all, why? Second of all, who the fuck's doing this?
Also, yeah, wait a second. Really? UK tabloids do that? That sounds like it should probably be illegal.
That sounds like the UK needs to burn, just like California does.
I think that has to be an exaggeration because that's would be considered child pornography. And
yeah, I'm pretty sure they have the same,
same
laws that we have over here.
Oh, he's talking about the Sun. The Sunshine Girls were not 16.
Yeah, no, those were adults.
Yeah.
They also weren't nude. Although, to be fair, neither were these Selena Gomez pictures that Matt was talking about.
16 is legal in a lot of places for sexual things within 4 years of whoever they're fucking. But it's not fucking legal for naked photographs. That's still considered fucking child porn.
No, to be fair, I don't believe the pictures he was talking about were nude. I haven't clicked the link because I'm not interested in the same things Mundane Matt's interested in.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And also, actually, it's a screenshot, so I couldn't click the link. But this is a screenshot of Mundane. Oh, actually, that's the wrong one. No, shit, that's the right one. This is a screenshot of Mundane Matt talking about Selena Gomez turning 18 and how he no longer feels bad for wanting to fap to some of these pictures, which I assume are from before she was 18, since it seems like she just reached the above age point. As Wild Smiled, whoever that is, says, dude, Jarbo, what the fuck, man? I guess it makes sense you shill, why you shill for pedos so often. It's not a good look that the Matt's building himself here. And I will say, a lot of this could just be jokes. They could be bad jokes. Shit that just doesn't come across well. But I mean, in light of all the other shit we've heard about Matt, I wouldn't be surprised if he had more secrets.
Yeah. Stuff's still really fucking gross.
I mean, he likes to. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's a brony. He's apparently into pony porn.
Yeah, he apparently can't stop jerking off to My Little Pony.
Wait,
What the fuck, man?
Wait, Schmeckle, you didn't hear about that one? Hold on. I'm gonna find that one just for you, Schmeckle.
I don't know who keeps sending.
Please
tweets.
do.
Who's doing the investigations here, but whoever you are, bless you.
I mean, this, it seems like every week there's something new with Matt. Every week, Matt has fucked up in a different way. And I know these are fucking old tweets, but it kind of just makes it seem like Matt's been fucking up for a real long time.
You know what? I gotta point this
by
out.
doing things like this.
Yeah. Look, okay, I just want to point out something. What Mundane Matt is doing is pretty fucking pathetic overall. Especially when someone I have actually criticized for being a bit on the cringy side, Shoe on Head, literally today uploaded a new video where she shits on herself from when she was 20.
Anyway, Schmeckle, check your DMs.
Oh, Christ. I'm excited.
Just saying,
What's waiting for me?
Who has more balls than Matt to at least look at his past and cringe and go, wow, yeah, I was fucking stupid.
Say that again. I wasn't listening. I was looking at this hilarious tweet from Matt.
I was basically continuing my thing about how She One Head has more balls than Mundane Matt because she actually watched a few videos of herself from 2010 when she was like 20 years old and just talked massive shit on herself. Whereas Matt will delete old tweets, pretend like he wasn't the cringy little bastard he was in the past and everything like that, and act as though, you know, he's done nothing wrong because it looks really bad for him and such.
Well, that's because Matt's fucking spineless. Like, is that a surprise to you at this point?
No, it's not.
We already had the fucking flagging thing.
It's not. I like I said, Shu has pretty much already shown that she has more balls than Matt does.
And she probably doesn't jack off to My Little Pony.
There's, you know what, the jury's
I mean, like, I don't know that about her, but I'm assuming.
We could ask her. I'm just saying, we can still ask her. I'm going to go to Twitter. I'm going to ask Shu, do you jack off to My Little Pony?
Yeah, just send her this tweet and ask if she does the same.
No, I'm not going to send her the tweet.
Pussy.
You go ahead and do that if you want to. You got her attention once.
I've got her attention multiple times. Yeah, you know who's got her attention even more? Leaf.
Yeah, I don't have her or Armored Skeptic's attention, and I'm just like, you bastards. I'm going to still watch your stuff. I don't care.
Well, yeah, I mean, don't base whether or not you enjoy people on whether or not they speak to you.
Oh yeah, I'm just glad that Armored Skeptic and Shu have actually moved away from. Well, Armored Skeptic at least has partially moved away from criticizing. Well, the skeptics.
Yeah, there was that one really cringy point where everybody was an Armored Skeptic clone, but
Yeah, that was what I was referring to because I'm like, God damn it! It's at least he owned it. I will say that much. Every time he fucked up, he did eventually own it, even when he fucked up multiple times and Logic had to put him in his place. He did later own it. So it's just I do have to give them that credit.
well, I'm sorry. After Logic's video, he couldn't really do anything other than own it.
I love this question that Joseph Kerwin has presented. Who is more of a basic bitch, Shu or Armored Skeptic? I will argue that Armored Skeptic is.
Yeah, I could agree with that. And we got a irate bear in the chat. He says he's just a bearing clone. I can agree with that. You know, both of you are British. Both of you are bears. You're basically the same thing. At least you got the robot half to differentiate, or I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
God damn it.
So anyway, I'm gonna be right back. Leaf, can you can you just give people a little bit of context on what a brony is, considering we've just found out that Mundane Matt is one?
Sure. A brony is those disgusting, obese, 40-year-old something men, maybe a bit younger sometimes, I don't know, that enjoy a show that was literally made for 8-year-old girls. That was a target demographic for this show. And a bunch of grown men, usually with neckbeards, decided, yes, this is something we're into. And they started collecting little figurines and getting off to pony porn.
Yes, I will jerk off to these ponies. No, bad.
I don't know why. I don't know what made them look at these ponies and say, yes, this is what I want to beat my meat to. But they did it. And they've apparently effectively ruined conventions with this shit, too. Well, small children will go to conventions with My Little Pony themes. And there's a bunch of creepy-ass grown men there. They should probably stay away from the conventions. I'm not saying ponies are pedophiles, but they should probably stay away from little kids.
I think a lot of them probably are. And more importantly, do you think Mundane Matt's ever been to one of these conventions?
God.
I mean, if he's jacking off to pony feet, then I assume he's coming on the hooves, right? He's jacking off to My Little Pony. I assume he's got the toys, and he's just fucking...
You're making it creepier. You're making it way creepier than it has to be.
I'm just adding more lore.
Object of hate says, are all bronies men? Yes, all bronies are men. The females are called something else. I can't remember the name right now.
Bronettes?
No, it's something else. I think it's Pegasisters? I don't fucking know. They generally aren't the ones that are jacking off to the pony shit, though. It's generally the bronies.
It's still kind of weird that adult women would be into a children's show, though.
Well, yeah, but it's a little bit less weird than a 40-year-old man watching it so he could jack off to the ponies.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's obviously more weird if you had the masturbation. I'm just saying I don't entirely believe the women aren't doing the same. I feel like if you're in that type of community, you're all probably the same type of, or at least similar type of pervert.
Well, yeah. But...
And Thurg says, yes, it is Pegasister. He just looked it up.
Okay. Yeah, I was right.
How's it going, Dongwave?
Oh, I'm all right. How you doing?
Pretty good. We heard a bunch of stuff about Matt, and I've been entertained all day. It's been great.
Yeah, it's, all those tweets that got dug up.
Yeah, I'm personally wondering what the next thing that will come out about Matt will be. I mean, so far we've got Brony, possibly into underage people.
Also, a seller of his sister's panties.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
sold his panties. Allegedly, yes. I'll make clear right now. Everything we're talking about is only allegedly, even though they're words Matt said.
Well,
we gotta say allegedly because someone might decide to flag this stream down if we don't.
Yeah, I wonder who would do that.
it really makes you wonder how much milk one lol cow can give.
Lots. got gallons
Based on the
so
size
far.
of his tits, I figure we can get a lot of milk out of this guy.
It will be probably the same amount as that the tub of lube that Scooby added to his wish list on Amazon.
You need a lot of lube to fit a 5-foot dildo. Object of Hate says, what's Matt's number of subscribers at? Down by how much in the last month? I have no fucking clue. I assume downward. Irate Bear says, those tweets are most likely jokes. Yeah, I figured there is a good chance they are jokes.
I also figured that, and I don't care.
Yeah, the way I see it, it's a bad fucking look. I'm not going to say the guy is a pedophile. I don't think he actually... I mean, he might be a furry. He's probably a little bit of a furry, a little bit of a brony. But I mean, the cum tasting thing, he posted that multiple times over multiple months, and then concluded it with, "Hey, I tasted my cum." I think that one might be
No.
Sounds
very legitimate.
James Gunn got brought up. Of course, it was expected with something like this.
Well, I brought it up. I brought the same thing up to you, did I not?
Yeah, you did. James Gunn, he hung out with a NAMBLA member and also went to a NAMBLA meeting. At that point, it's really, really questionable if his tweets were just jokes, especially since he went and mass deleted, 40,000 tweets?
I will clarify, Mundane Matt did not go to a NAMBLA meeting, as far as we know. James Gunn did that.
Yeah, James Gunn. So it's really questionable if they're actually jokes. What the fuck was that dude's name? I can't remember his name. Lloyd something was the NAMBLA member.
Oh, fuck.
With Podesta.
I can't remember the name. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the pedo-themed parties that James Gunn had.
Wait, what?
Fuck, I lost the picture. I remember. I completely fucking forgot until someone chat brought it up. There was a photo of a pedo-themed party. James Gunn was there. They were obviously all the other girls. The girls were adults, but the theme was little kids. It's really awkward.
No, I'm sorry. If you're into age play, you're probably a pedophile. I mean, if you want to pretend the adult's a child, yeah, you're not too far from going after a fucking child.
I gotta find that. The evidence now for that. I completely forgot about all that. That was one thing that slips my mind, and I don't know why. There's just a lot of shit that came out, and I was just like, okay.
Shit, who was it? Thurg pointed out he's probably the only one who has ever tasted Matt's cum. I agree. There's a good chance of that. But Lionel Valentine says, in all seriousness, I'm pretty sure Matt's just making edgy jokes to stay relevant. As multiple people have pointed out in the chat by this point, those are old-ass tweets. I think that was Matt back then just trying to be edgy.
Also, since I just found the proof, I'm going to send it to you, Schmeckle. There was also something James Gunn had on his own website where he said watching a monkey come on a child made him happy. Extremely happy. Sorry.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you're at the zoo and you see a monkey spurt sperm at a child, you're probably going to laugh. It's probably going to be a funny time for you.
Laughing isn't the same thing as saying it made you extremely happy.
Well, no, I can't say I'd be like extremely happy about it, but I mean, I'd laugh at it without a doubt.
Anyway, I sent you the thing, and the theme was to catch a predator, and
the theme. Oh, really?
Yeah. Did you get the DM?
Oh, no. No. I mean, at least the women are clearly adults.
Yes, but you
Like
could
that,
tell
they don't look like kids or anything, but
you could tell they're trying to I don't want to know. I really don't.
like that's strange. I don't know if you guys can read it on the screen, but what it says up here is, I went to a lot of theme parties to catch a predator. And I'm gonna go ahead and say right here, he's definitely not dressed as Chris Hansen. He is definitely the rapist in this scenario. Also his little clown buddy. But again, I don't know if that's proof that he's a pedophile. Maybe he was invited to a weird fucking party and he got there and they said, hey, by the way, this is the theme.
Does it explain the NAMBLA meeting, Schmeckle?
No, it does not explain the NAMBLA meeting. As I said when we were talking about it earlier, NAMBLA is not some hidden fucking organization. They have man-boy love in the fucking name. If you go there, you know what you're fucking doing. You know what you're going to it for. The only way you can go to a NAMBLA meeting and not have the headline read terrible things about you is if you went to a NAMBLA meeting and it was like, James Gunn attends NAMBLA meeting, 37 pedophiles dead. If you're just going there to hang out, you probably got some issues.
Yeah.
But we're not supposed to be on the James Gunn thing. We're supposed to be on the Mundane Matt thing.
Well, just to conclude that, then I'm one of those people who didn't realize NAMBLA was something other than a joke in a South Park episode until
Really?
it became news. Yeah, I didn't. I thought it was something South Park came up with for years until I saw.
I saw that episode when I was fairly young, and I already knew what NAMBLA was. Though, wow, new bad memories coming up. That was a joke. I wasn't molested as a Maybe James Gunn was like you, and he thought that he had been invited to meet a bunch of Marlon Brando lookalikes.
He thought he was going to some sort of South Park joke party.
Yeah, I have a feeling he was more into bumming kids. But anyway, back to Mundane Matt. As I was saying, when Bear brought up that they were probably just jokes, the cum thing came up like way too many times to just be a joke. And for way too long. It spanned from fucking June to November. It really felt like he was looking for people that had also done it and then couldn't find any and just came out like, I've done this and I'm okay with it. He's a proud.
He really wanted to talk about it. It's like that feeling when you get when you watch a new anime or play a video game that none of your friends watch or play, and you really want to talk about it, but none of the people you talk to get it.
Yeah, I can guarantee if someone had come up and been like, "Yeah, man, I've done that," they'd have got a DM saying, "So did you like it too?"
Well, we can get a little bit of a deeper look at this era of Mundane Matt if you go all the way back into his Tumblr archive and look at the Q&As he did with fans.
And the bitching witch points out, I knew about NAMBLA at 13 from the Howard Stern show. Actually, I learned a lot from that show. Yeah, y'all should have grown up. Actually, maybe not Dongwave. He's young.
I'm your age.
Leaf, she's young. But you're my age. Yeah, you should have grown up with Howard Stern.
I knew who Howard Stern was, but I just never got into it.
Irate Bear says, Matt tasted his own brand. That's the topic we're talking about. Meh. Bear, first off, you're welcome to come on. Someone sent him a link. But it's not so much that he tasted his own brand, but he made 5 separate tweets about it over the course of June to November. He was very interested in seeking approval for the eating of his own brand.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. Like, it's one thing if you want to do it or whatever, but you don't need to go to Twitter to you announce it? Why would you announce it?
If you want something a little more interesting, he sold his sister's panties.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Please, no flag, Matt.
Irate Bear says, I'm in bed, dude. You got a fucking phone. You tell Vanilla Bear that she can join in, too. In fact, you tell her you guys can still be intimate while you're doing it.
I'm pretty sure he means that he's very tired and wants to go to sleep, but at the same time also wants to hear cunts complaining about, well, bad cunts.
Fakis says, big if true. Yeah, very big if true. All he did was tweeting out asking, he tweeted out asking if other people had ever sold their sister's panties to their friends. Be honest, he says. I figured there's only really one reason to ask that question. I mean, I'll go ahead and ask Brockus something fucked up, like, hey man, you ever fuck a tranny up the ass?
No.
But I'm not gonna make it like a, hey, you ever fuck a tranny up the ass? Be honest. Please. Please.
That kind of adds a layer of
please.
suspect.
Like, please, Brockus. I can't be the only one.
Well, Schmeckle's just asking for a friend. What are you talking about?
Also, Brockus, I'm sorry about what I did to Leaf.
What?
What?
Irate Bear says, Schmeckles should taste my brand, to be honest. You pay for the plane ticket, man, and we'll talk.
He's not joking. Pay for the plane ticket and he will whore himself out to you.
Oh, guaranteed. I have no values.
What is this word you speak of? Shame?
Anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta piss. Dong waves in church.
Hey, awesome. Let's talk about guns and bourbon.
Dong is also drunk.
Not yet. No, I'm just starting my drinks for the night.
You are clearly failing in your mission.
So I mentioned the other night that I recently made 2 additional firearms purchases for my upcoming anniversary of existence. And yeah, I got a shotgun. I got a little burst of 380.
Nice.
Yeah. Should be a good time. You guys, any of you guys shoot?
No. I am a fan of guns. I do like guns. I support the Second Amendment very much so. I just I don't have any guns.
Yeah. You should get some guns.
I would, but I really don't think I would pass a background check. Not necessarily that I have anything to hide or am worried about it. It's just, I just don't think that would actually happen.
Well, I mean, okay, for you to fail a background check, one of 2 things would have had to have happened. You would either have to be some sort of criminal and have a serious criminal history, or some serious history of what's the word I'm looking for? Actually, professionally diagnosed mental health issues. Like, and even then, that's not a guarantee that you wouldn't pass it. That's
no. Okay, so I can pass background check and piss test and all that stuff when it comes to getting a job and everything. I'm not really worried about that. I just have this weird feeling that when they do go into the background check for some reason, wait, now that I think about it, my dad actually he passed a background check, so there shouldn't be a problem. It's just
you're really overthinking it, and your parent unless
I am overthinking it. I have convicts in my fucking family.
Well, that shouldn't matter. You're not one. You're not judged by who you're blood related to. But if you had a reason to genuinely think you wouldn't pass a test, you'd know it.
No, I guess like I always thought that I would actually not pass a background check, but then I just remembered my dad did because he owns a gun. So it doesn't make any sense why I wouldn't, because like I said, one of the reasons why I think is because, you know, family members and affiliates and shit like that. Like that shouldn't actually disqualify me.
Are you comfortable divulging just what state you're in so I can help you understand the local laws?
Everyone knows I live in California. I fucking hate this place.
Nuke California.
I hate this.
But fortunately, California. There's a lot of shitty things about California, but one of the good things is they don't. It's hard for their specific weird restrictions, like ammo capacity restrictions and stuff, to affect cool guns like 1911s, because they already have a single stack magazine, or like a Mossberg Shockwave shotgun, like the one I got, which is sort of super small shotgun.
I've got plenty of friends who are also gun enthusiasts, and they pretty much know the ins and outs of all the laws in California, because they themselves are gun owners in California and all that stuff. They even have AR-15s, so I think I would probably go to them if I wanted to know anything specific and shit.
Yeah, they could probably help you get a gun.
Also, I don't have money for a gun, so
guns aren't necessarily super expensive. The two guns I grabbed the other night together combined cost less than this one here.
No, I know that guns can be relatively low in price, and I know that it's not that expensive to get a license or anything like that. I have zero money. When I say I have no money, I mean I literally have no money. I have been financially fucked over by the company I work for and its insurance company for several months now. Half this fucking year, I have been moneyless, with the exception of the very generous donations that some of the fans have actually made in the past, so I can actually, be able to sleep, eat, all that shit. And it's very fucking annoying. I have been completely fucked over in my current situation simply because I hurt myself on the fucking job, which is extreme bullshit in my opinion. So for a few more months, I'm probably going to be very broke. And it's coming closer to that day where I actually do need $100 for my fucking phone bill, and I don't have it because work continues to fuck me over. And I'm frankly fucking sick of it.
Yeah, they're going to have to pay you a lot of money in a big lawsuit settlement at some point.
Oh, yeah, I've already got a lawyer for that shit because I frankly got fucking sick of going an entire month and a half with zero pay, and for them to sit there and pretend like I still don't exist and ignore me as much as they have. I'm just like, you know what? No, fuck you. You don't get to do this. I'm fucking taking this to a lawyer. Unfortunately, they've continued to do exactly that for quite a while, and it's pissing me off more.
Yeah, well, once you get that all sorted out, you should change the donation goal to buy Brockus a gun. I don't actually like polymer guns, so I can't actually recommend a Glock. But if you are not as adverse to that, you could even say buy Brockus a Glockus.
No. I'm not a if I'm gonna get a gun, if I want to buy a gun, and I've already decided what my first gun is going to be. It's going to be a 1911.
Hey, good man. That's a good gun.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm holding right here. When you do get one, I highly recommend Ruger. Ruger makes, in my opinion, the best one on the market for the money. You're looking at about $700. It's not cheap, but for 1911s, it's kind of cheap.
Ah, gotcha. I don't know. I'll probably do a bit of research before I actually make the purchase, and go from there.
Yeah, you should do some research, definitely. But that's just my 2 cents on the matter. Ruger, the Ruger SR 1911 is an excellent gun.
Yeah. You and I have been the only one talking about something. Leaf, what the fuck? Are you dead?
Yeah, Leaf. Did the rake finally come?
You did?
I'm still alive.
Have we finally seen the day of the rake?
The fuck is the day of the rake?
You don't know about the day of the rake?
God damn it, Schmeckle.
Yeah, if you guys were talking about something, I just got back.
Oh, well.
Yeah, the conversation kind of got into guns. This is your fault for leaving Dongwave in charge, Schmeckle.
We were talking
Dongwave's never in charge. From this point on, even if I say Dongwave's in charge, Dongwave's never in charge.
All right. Well, while you were gone, we actually got 2 Streamlabs. I'm going to go ahead and read them right now. Joseph Kerwin for $3. Do you remember after VidCon Armored, Skeptic released a video in which he sat in a lawn chair with the camera angled upward at his gut and talked about how everyone should just get along. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Well, one second. Kagito Ergo Stom says, fucking took forever to find it. Actually, first he says, update your links on your video, Schmeckle. Fucking took forever to find this shit out. Which links are you talking about, man? If there's links I haven't updated yet, let me know. I'll fix them. I want them leading to the right place. But anyway, read that the second one, Brockus.
The second one is from Joseph Kerwin as well, $3. We could get Brockus the parts for a pipe shotgun for like $15.
There you go.
I don't
Zip gun. Good old zip gun.
I don't think I want something like that.
But no, Schmeckle, do you really not know about the Day of the Rake?
No, never heard of it.
We're gonna have to.
Oh,
we're gonna have
shit.
to Rake tell you.
It's the shit on my own channel. I forgot to switch that so it leads to the SnatchCast instead of the Cuntstream. Thank you for letting me know. I owe you one.
Day of the Rake refers to the literal and or shitposting based genocide of the Canadian people.
Oh, okay. I'm not worried about that. Worst you're gonna do is, take us over. Get rid of all the malcontents.
The Day of the Rake, it's called that because you're all leaves.
Oh, I get it. You're gonna rake up the leaves.
There you go.
Also, I just got Leaf's name. Unapologetic Canadian, audacious Leaf. I get it.
You never got that?
I never got that.
The alcohol has slowed your brain.
I need to drink more to catch up with Schmeckle.
To be fair, I just understood it while drunker than usual, so.
Wow, that means you're not going to remember it at all when you sober up.
Not a chance.
You're going to wake up. Why do you call yourself Leaf? God damn it, Schmeckle, go back. Watch last night's stream.
Fine.
Fakis says Leaf stick greater than any rake. I like to assume he's referring to length there. Maybe girth too. I would hope girth. If it's that long and only the fucking size of a fucking rake handle, you're not doing great, Leaf.
I'm kind of fucking that.
Now, I'd like to take bets on what comes out about Mundane Matt next. I'm thinking maybe something trap related.
There's a good chance of that.
Perhaps we'll reveal and find somebody will dig through and find some creepy fan tweets from him from like early why am I blanking on her name? The right-wing tranny on YouTube.
Blair White.
Blair White, yeah. Like maybe we'll find some creepy fan tweets from him to Blair White when she was getting started or something.
Oh, please, somebody in the fucking audience, see if there are creepy tweets from Mundane Matt to Blair White.
I'm telling you, if somebody takes the time to dig through that Tumblr archive, there's something in there. I just feel it.
All right, can someone explain to me what the fuck is going on with Mundane Matt? Like, why is he back in the news? Did he do something?
Semaj, why are you so late?
Oh,
yeah.
Semaj, I actually have a link for you. I want you to mute yourself and watch this link.
If I must.
It will explain absolutely everything.
I'll be right back.
You should play.
Schmeckle is still in charge because he's here.
Well, it's his channel, like Bear Bear.
Thank you for leaving me in charge, Dongwave. I appreciate it.
You should play that video for the people on the stream who haven't seen it yet, too, Schmeckle.
I actually can't. None of my shit works.
God damn it!
Hey, you fucking pull it up. But yeah, Jimmy, watch that link and it'll actually watch it. It's got all the tweets in it and everything.
Watch it later.
It'll show you what Mundane Matt's been caught in.
All right, I thought he was already caught in everything that could possibly be bad, but all right.
That's what we all thought.
Really? Oh shit. Oh.
Well, we already thought that he'd been caught in everything, but then he pulled this shit. I mean, he pulled this shit, to be fair, like years and years ago, but he got caught in it. And Lionel Valentine says, Schmeckle shit works. He's too drunk to work shit. No, man. My shit can't even run voice meter at this point. I need a new setup real quick.
All right, I'll give
Are
it.
you
Speaking of that,
planning
Streamlabs cunts.
Are you planning on getting the desktop setup I showed you?
If I can't find something cheaper, that looks like the best option right now.
Okay.
Speaking of Streamlabs, we just got another donation. Sargon of Afraid, that's kind of funny. For $5. This is the Get This Broke Man a Gun Fund. I guess the $5 goes to me getting a 1911.
Brockus, I ain't giving you shit.
I know.
I'm gonna buy a gun. I'm a broke man too.
I don't think they realize how this works. You take all the money, I take all the shit.
Exactly. If you have complaints, send them to Brockus. If you got cash, I'm taking it.
Please don't send me complaints.
If you need beautiful art and you have cash, you got Semaj. And yeah, Leaf's also here. Kagito Ergo Sum says, damn, stop drinking out of your computer, Schmeckle. Well, it's got the little cup holder, and I mean, I broke that. I spilled on it a little, and it went bad from there. But Brockus, I think Jimmy actually doesn't know any of this this new shit. I think Jimmy might have missed it all, just like I missed all the Scooby shit the other day.
Oh yeah, that's a good possibility.
I think he might need a proper update.
I don't know if we should go over it like that though.
What? Now we're on to Scooby?
No. I was just saying you missed the Matt shit like I missed the Scooby shit the other day.
Yeah, I guess.
But did you see the tweets in that video there?
I did see the tweets. Yeah. So you say these are older? These are like a while ago?
I think they're from 2011, 2012 mainly.
Okay. So why are they relevant again? I mean, it's stupid shit, obviously. I'm not saying it's not stupid shit. I'm just, why has it been brought back up? Is there something prompt this?
Well, I think it was Leaf or Dongwave who brought it up yesterday when it was originally coming out. Do you guys happen to remember who it was that they came from? And of course, both Leaf and Dongwave are muted right now. We'll ask them when they come back. They're probably just having a quick little bang. She's Nankamara hardcore. It's disgusting. I feel bad for the guy, really. But yeah, some guy dug it up last night, I guess. And it's all been Wild Goose, Kumara says. Oh, Kumara's here. Awkward. But yeah, I guess it got pulled up again last night because people dislike Matt. Like we said, a lot of them are probably just jokes. Mm-hmm. I think the cum thing, based on how often it was mentioned, is probably serious.
Right.
And
I could see that.
You know, based on all the other shit Matt's been caught in, it wouldn't surprise me if some of the rest was too. The selling your sister's panties to your friend thing seems really weird. It seems specific, like not just selling your sister's panties, but to your friends.
Right. I don't.
As I think was brought up last night. I think it was Dongwave who brought it up. What do you imagine Matt's sister looking like? Like just like a female Matt, right? Like maybe Matt with pigtails.
I don't want to think about it. No.
Leaf, are you back? Good, she's back. Awesome.
There we go. everything crashed.
Who was it that that put out the Matt shit? Somebody brought up the name Wild Goose, but I think last night a different name was mentioned.
I don't fucking know. There's a lot of people who put out a lot of shit. So, I don't know who started digging first. But Wild Goose is
Yeah, it. Yeah, I know the one tweet with the multiple messages from Matt, and then the one with the Selena Gomez shit was from Wild Goose.
Okay.
I don't know if this would have hit Matt so hard if he hadn't fucked up with the other thing recently, to be honest. But like I said, in light of the other shit, you can't really trust that he's just joking about it or anything like that, right? Like there's no fucking trust for the guy right now.
I don't know that if I'd say that it's that so much as just it's kind of hip and all that to pick on.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's hip. People have been picking on him for a long time. He's a fat, strange-looking guy.
Yeah, I mean, but now it's like, he's done stupid stuff, so now it's like, feels warranted to pick on the guy.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I guess he has kind of drawn a bigger target on his back by being caught in the flag and shit, right?
Oh,
yeah. I think that's, I mean, because like you said, all these are old tweets. This is like kind of old news. But back then, you could have just roll it off as like he's just joking. And now that he's in hot water and seen as a loser and all that, it's just fun to pick on him.
Again, he's always been seen as a loser. He's a fat, weird-looking guy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd say if it would be like unfair to pick on him now because this is just old stuff. It just puts under hello. I guess it just puts under like a different context, really.
Well, no, yeah, and that's exactly it. Like I said, a lot of this shit was probably jokes. I don't think the guy is actually a pedo. I don't think the guy. Well, I mean, maybe he's a brony. Yeah, he's probably a brony.
Well, I mean, I think the only like if he drinks his own cum, I could care less. I mean,
well, I mean, I could care less too, as far as like a fucking moral argument. Will honorless. Yes, I am calling Brockus a loser. I could care less as far as a moral argument, but it's funny as shit.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's like
it's an embarrassing thing that a guy I don't like did. You got to remember, I'm very open about my motivations with shit.
Well, it's like it's kind of like if someone just talks about how much of a manly man he is, and then you find out that he's getting cucked, and then
we're not talking about Scooby tonight.
I got you. I figured I'm just bringing it up. Some of this stuff is like, man, like it's not all that thing. The only way that does bother me is the quote about selling his sister's panties. That's fucking weird, right? That's weird. That's very weird. Now,
you got a sister, right, Semaj? No, you just have brothers.
Yeah.
Well, would you sell a pair of your brother's boxers?
No.
Because that would still be fucking weird, right?
Yeah, that would be fucking weird. Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
Brockus,
it sounds like if
hey, you got a sister. I know you got a sister. Would you sell your sister's panties? No.
What's wrong with you?
Right, exactly. That should be the answer if somebody asks you that fucking question. Mundane Matt, on the other hand, he asked it almost like he asked it like a be honest type thing. Like, yeah, well, we all done it, right?
Well, hold on a second. Was that tweet done in conjunction with like a video? Like, was he doing a video talking about like Japanese vending machines growing in popularity? And then he brought that question up?
I mean, that's a fair question. I have no idea.
I don't watch his videos well enough to know, but I mean, if he did do that, then the tweet would just be like a promo to what he's talking about.
The tweet doesn't appear like here. I'll pull it up.
Again, I'm just speculating here because I'm trying to man, I'm trying to be nice to you here. I'm trying to give you an out, but I mean, if it comes up, there's nothing connected. It's just going to make you sound weirder.
It doesn't appear to be connected to any other tweet. And it was also sent out at 5 a.m., which is a little strange.
5 a.m. And when was it? It says June 12th, 20.
June 20th, 2012. We haven't reached 2020 yet, Jimmy.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I feel like I even want to look through his previous videos. And on top of all that, for all we know, maybe he took it down. It's hard to say. And I just don't care enough to look this up.
You should look through his Tumblr archive.
I don't want to.
Just start at the back and work your way forward.
I don't want to.
Brockus, check the Streamlabs.
I do know for offhand that one of the first things he ever posted to Tumblr was a picture of Steve Irwin being simultaneously stabbed and blown by a stingray.
I remember hearing about that.
Now, Joseph Kerwin in the chat asks, is it still immoral if it's 10 grand a pair? And I mean, yeah, it's still immoral, and yeah, I still wouldn't do it. Because as money hungry as I am, I have some morals, apparently.
I mean, at 10K a pair, if I had a sister, I'd at least ask if she would be interested.
Yeah, you know what? That would be fair. I would ask her if we could split it 50-50.
I'd say, hey, somebody wants
70-30.
I'd say, hey, somebody wants to pay me $100 for your panties.
One of my sisters did actually used to have a joke where she would continuously say, like, she's considering selling her used panties for money and shit. And we'd all just, laugh it off, and none of us thought it was serious. And then one day somebody legitimately asked her for it, and she got so creeped the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to say who the fuck it was, though. Because I actually...
It was you.
No, it wasn't.
Was it? Oh, dude, don't tell me it was Zell.
No, it wasn't Zell. Streamlabs.
It's no one we know. Okay.
It's someone I know, yeah. But
okay, good. Fair enough.
Was it Antoine?
No. Joseph Kerwin for $3. What
that
kind
wasn't
of
convincing.
No, because Antoine's never fucking met her.
Okay.
What kind of glassware does Matt drink his cum from? Champagne flute, or maybe a lowball glass over ice?
I'm thinking he takes it as a shot.
I don't think I even want to actually answer that. I'm not gonna. I don't want to.
Well, they're already putting too much thought into it. Like, look, he just aims up.
I just think no. We should. I consider Matt a romantic. I'm sure he takes it from his wife after. I guess after he.
Yeah, he takes it right out of her mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, no, but that's assuming she'd actually suck his dick. He probably just eats it out of the poon. Oh, but that's assuming she's let his tongue touch her twat. Or let him come in her.
That's not his kid.
Oh, no, I have my doubts. I mean, I can't say for sure that ain't his kid, but I have my doubts.
It's been, I've heard that a couple times. I don't know if, I don't really want to say that because it sounds made up. Then again, what do I know?
Joseph Kerwin says his bed is on a sippy cup. Just a sippy cup of fucking sperm.
Ew.
The lore is getting worse by the day.
Ew.
It's gonna start clogging up the little.
Why did I come back to that?
I don't know why you're cringing there, Leaf. I mean, you're a woman. One of these days, you're gonna have to experience this.
No.
Assume she hasn't already.
I'll be right back. Anyone but Dong's in charge.
Oh. So how long have you guys been talking about this?
All right. It's a hostile takeover.
Oh shit.
I'm kidding.
Better be. Of course, you're down there. I don't have to worry about you.
That sounded kind of creepy, actually. You're down there. In what? Your basement? I have questions.
Where? You know where? Yanktown.
I actually don't know where.
Where are we located geographically?
That's not the point. That's not the point. So we can say that yes, Dong is American. He lives in America. Fantastic. He's south of you. Great. I'm still pointing out I don't know where Dong actually lives. Don't fucking say where you live, drunkie.
I didn't intend to, but
I just assumed
I'm not going to say where I live. I will say go Cubbies.
Of course.
Okay then, we made that connection. So what else has been going on? Yeah,
a lot of insanity.
Monday Matt. By the way, where the fuck is Miss Anon?
Apparently, she has decided she doesn't want to be here.
Maybe Will Cato finally got to her and she's dead.
Possibly.
Okay. Well, this is going nowhere.
Yeah.
Don, how you doing, man?
Well, I'm pretty good. I'm excited for my new guns to arrive, so I can.
I recall you mentioned it quite frequently the other day.
Well, yeah. But yeah, otherwise, no, that's about it for me. I'm excited for those.
All right, then.
Should be a good time. Yeah.
I'm putting you on the spot there. Jesus Christ, have we really? Of course, I am late, so I don't know what else has been going on. This Mundane Matt stuff is.
I could tell a joke.
You will go for it.
All right. It's a RAF highly decorated RAF pilot is giving a talk at an all-girls boarding school after the war. And he's regaling them with one of his tales of heroic air combat. He's setting up the scene. He says, I had 2 of the fuckers behind me. I had 3 fuckers on my right and another fucker on my left. And the head mistress has gone white at this language and quickly explains to the girls, the Fokker is a German aircraft. And the RAF pilot says, right you are, ma'am, but these fuckers were in Messerschmitts.
Oh, hold on. You cut out when it said the headmistress is going to say girls.
Oh, so the headmistress says
so
girls.
I could hear you, cunts. Did you really just falter for a little while and then dip into a fucking joke while I was gone?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I did. I told a joke that they missed.
Fucking Christ.
They missed the crutch of the joke.
Exactly. Well, I was just saying. I don't know. I think we've gone to this Mundane Matt stuff for a bit.
Wait. Lionel Valentine says Mundane Matt states he didn't have a kid on Twitter. Dame Pesos retweeted it. I have to ask Lionel Valentine: Is there any chance before he had a kid?
That tweet was made before the girl got pregnant, though.
Well, yeah, because if he didn't have a kid yet at that point, it would be an honest statement. Old tweets saying you don't have something can be changed by you getting that thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Matt is pretty sure this is his kid.
It might be his kid, but it also might not
allegedly. Be. It's allegedly his kid.
Yeah.
Personally, I have my doubts. But I can't say that it's not his child.
What makes you doubt it?
I'm pretty sure his sack don't work based on his personality.
Well, I mean, like if Destiny can have a kid, that's
Destiny as a kid?
You didn't know that? He has
Wait, is it like a little mini me scenario for him?
all I know is that he has a son, and from what we've seen, what people have seen on streams of his, he neglects his son heavily. So
I didn't know Destiny had a fucking kid.
Probably better that he has limited interactions with his kid. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He talked about ethical child porn and stuff like that.
To be fair, I do think with the ethical child porn, I think he was trying to win a debate. I don't think that's actually something he believes in.
He also argued for incest.
Again, with the debate, with the incest thing, I think he just wants to win.
Schmeckle, it was on a Twitch stream.
Oh, it wasn't a debate? Okay, then no, yeah, he's probably just a little into
He was
incest.
streaming on Twitch, and I think someone in the chat brought it up or something.
Okay, yeah, no.
Is it wrong? I don't know. That's what he said.
No, I'll be honest with you. A controversial fucking statement, but I don't give a fuck about incest if it's between two consenting people who can't make a kid.
Well, the thing is with that is
also you know they're both like
I take a lot of issues
on the same age, and there's no fucking
in a lot of
scenario,
states, including states like New York, it's legal to marry your cousin.
I'm just gonna say that people often ignore the whole part where the person could have been, groomed.
No, and that's what I'm saying. But like, I'd like to preface this with it's not something I'd like. But I mean, I don't see any issue if you're both consenting. There's no fucking position of power between the two of you, and you can't make a kid. In that case, you're harming nobody. Go do what the fuck you want. Gay brothers or something. Again, it does have that. I mean, I was raised like any other person. It does give me that little tinge of fucking disgust. But I mean, I can't be bothered to actually care about it if it's not harming anybody.
Well, I mean, physically, it doesn't harm anyone. But it does harm, it does do harm to, let's say, the family dynamic. I doubt
that's fair. But I mean, I don't think we can actually space the legal shit around that, right?
Probably not, as far as I can think of. But I still don't think it should be. You're not making the case that it should be allowed and should be. We should just embrace it as a society. I'm just saying,
should be allowed within those those conditions that I gave. But it should also definitely be looked down on and shunned, and those people mocked furiously. I just don't think it's something the law should apply to if it ain't hurting nobody.
Yeah. I mean, there are varying degrees of harm that can occur from it.
Well, I mean, if it's only the two consenting adults, no position of power, etc., that are harmed by it, because I'm sure it's gotta fuck you up mentally to be with one of your relatives. If it's just harming the people that are doing it, fuck them. Let somebody hurt themselves. I don't care if a fucking heroin addict is pumping himself with heroin, right? As long as that's all he's doing. If you're only hurting yourself, go right the fuck ahead.
Well, we say that, but I mean, there's always varying degrees of outside harm that it could cause. I mean, you can drink alcohol, and that's your choice to do so, but sometimes people aren't exactly responsible adults.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're drinking alcohol, not illegal. If you get behind the wheel while you're drunk, Illegal. If you beat your wife while you're drunk, illegal. What I'm saying is, it shouldn't be illegal until the point where you're harming or potentially harming somebody other than yourself. And I mean like a high potential of harming somebody other than yourself, like not wearing a seatbelt or something like that, right? Where you might become a human projectile.
Hmm.
But I mean,
so in other words, if you don't wear a seatbelt and you get into a car accident, it's the person who didn't wear the seatbelt's fault. Is the reason why they fell out of the car and into, let's say, an innocent bystander. I mean, that they can sue that guy who got projected from the vehicle.
oh yeah, I mean, if some motherfucker's not wearing a seatbelt and he flies out of the front of his vehicle in a car accident and he hits you, a pedestrian, and neither of the two of you die, yeah, you should certainly be able to sue that motherfucker. Whether or not he was responsible for the fucking accident, he was responsible for him being launched like a fucking projectile.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you're not gonna. One, he's not gonna survive going through the windshield. But two, that doesn't mean you can't sue his insurance or his family.
Well, I mean, you're kind of a shitty person if you go after the dead guy's family. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
unless you're like the other dead guy's family going after the.
He's doing his insurance anyway because he was driving, so it'd be his car insurance.
Okay, yeah. If you're suing his insurance, go the fuck ahead. See the shit out of the insurance.
Unless he didn't have insurance, and then that's also on him.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying the blame's definitely on him then. But I'm really drunk. What were we talking about before we got into the car crash guy?
Oh, I told a joke.
Oh, I hated the joke.
You heard the whole joke?
I didn't hear the whole joke. I didn't let him get to the punchline. All right, let's start from the beginning, Dong. I'll let you tell one joke.
Okay. So, a decorated RAF pilot is giving a speech at an all-girls boarding school after the war, and he's regaling them with one of his heroic tales of air combat. He's setting up the scene. He says, "I had 2 fuckers behind me, 3 fuckers on my right, and a fucker on my left." And the audience sort of is shocked by the language, and the headmistress says, girls, the fucker is a German aircraft." And the RAF pilot says, yes, it is, ma'am, but these fuckers were in Messerschmitts.
That joke was awful, but I liked it.
Yeah, it was.
But anyway, Jimmy, are you caught up on... Jimmy's gone. It's just me and you, Dong. Where the fuck did everyone else go?
I don't know.
All right,
I'll drink to that.
We're going to talk about anything except guns.
What kind of bourbon do you like? Do you like bourbon?
I do. I like whatever's the cheapest at the time. Usually I drink Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels is not bourbon.
No, Jack Daniels is Scotch.
No, it's not Scotch either, man.
No.
It's sour whiskey.
It says on the front bourbon, does it not?
Sour mash whiskey.
Oh shit. Then I have no clue.
That's just whiskey. It's good. I don't hate Jack Daniels. It's fine whiskey, but it's not bourbon.
I can't remember what I usually buy that says bourbon on the front.
Is the bourbon equivalent of Jack Daniels.
I'm not a big fan of Jim Beam, so maybe I don't like bourbon.
Well, it's not. Jim Beam isn't particularly good bourbon, in my opinion. It's just widely available, decent bourbon. I'm not like I know a lot about wine. When I buy liquor, I buy the cheap version of whatever liquor I want. Yeah. The same goes for beer. I mean, I don't buy the cheapest of the cheap anymore. I used to buy Old Milwaukee. Now I buy Canadian. Cheap. Yeah, I mean, it's cheap and it tastes like shit, but it does the job. If you want a pretty decent cheap beer, Modelo is pretty good for cheap beer.
I just drink Canadian, to be honest. It's about the cheapest of the drinkable beers that you can get here.
There's nothing wrong with it, Molson. I just like if you want to try something different, look at a Modelo, especially Negro Modelo, the darker one.
Yeah, I'll take a look, see if we can actually buy it here. A lot of our liquor laws involve only like a certain percentage of our shit has to be Canadian.
Ah,
So we don't get a lot of the American brands, just the more popular ones.
Modelo's Mexican.
Okay, so actually we might have it. We do have a lot of like country-based areas in the stores. Sadomasochist in the chat says, what the fuck happened now? How did the plot thicken? Jimmy, you're back.
Yes.
Jimmy, are you back?
Yes.
Give Sadomasochist a quick update on how the plot thickened. I've had a lot tonight. I'm going to be walking away frequently to piss.
Okay. Well, apparently, someone dug up old tweets of Mundane Matt and brought him back up to the light. That's as far as we got. Something about drinking cum and selling off his sister's panties for money. All creepy, weird stuff. And well, let's be honest.
Oh, and let's not forget that he said it's very hard for him to not jack off to My Little Pony.
Yes, he admitted that. I will also be right back. I need to find the charger for my vape.
There are certain facets of the internet that I could see why that would be an issue. But if you're talking like actual cartoons that you see on TV of My Little Pony, Matt.
I mean, I watched some chicks with My Little Pony fucking t-shirts get fucked in a porno once. It's not the same.
It's not the same. No, but still. I mean, there's an artist who's quite good who makes erotic human versions of the My Little Pony characters and have them, going at it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's quite good. But not to mention, huh?
Already
then. Well, I mean, Leaf. Yeah. You really shouldn't be surprised, and you should be expecting it because Lord knows the day might come when I'll be making a book starring you.
That's not gonna happen.
That's what you said about last time.
Leaf doesn't learn her lesson. I love it when you get frustrated. You're so goddamn adorable. It's kind of like a drug to me at this point. Like, I don't know. I don't know why I enjoy teasing you so much. Your reactions are just too fucking cute.
Heck off, Brockus.
Also,
especially with the language, it's cute and adorable.
I should also ask, seeing now, I'm thinking he's in the chat. Kuvaru, you're out there, right? Yeah, we cool, bro, right? We cool if I go out and make this book, right?
I don't think he would enjoy it, but at the same time, he's a guy. A part of him is going to laugh about it.
Well, I certainly hope he feels the same way.
It's not gonna happen. He already knows it's not gonna happen, and I know it's not gonna happen.
What's not gonna happen?
She thinks that there won't be a special hentai book made of her. Starring her.
No. Fuck you, Kumar. It's happening. I already made you my bitch, Kumar. You cried. You were in tears. I own you more than I own Semaj. Semaj, you have permission to do this.
I don't need permission. Just do it. I'm just checking to see if I was just asking to see if Kumar was in the chat, making sure you and I are okay. We're cool, bro, right?
As I suspected.
Yes, Semaj, by my decree, you and Kumar are okay.
All right.
You guys are good. In fact, you guys are best friends now. Keep pushing your luck and you'll be in a gay relationship.
Oh, no, don't say that.
Then don't push your luck.
I ain't pushing. Change the subject. Hey, Schmeckle, remember Hufflepuff?
Rough with an R. Yeah.
It's cool if I send them the link.
Yeah, you know what? Bring him in. I haven't seen that guy in a long time.
Yeah. He
Tell,
did stream-
tell him he has to turn on his camera, though. I want to see those luscious locks. I mean, dreadlocks. Dreadlocks. Not luscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just sort of popped into his stream. I popped into his stream earlier today, and it started off okay, and then I found out, oh, there's three of you here, and you're all ANCAPs. Oh, and I just mentioned my opinion. Well, looks like this is going to be an interesting 20 minutes.
Well, to be fair, he is an ANCAP himself, so
I
assume he keeps company with the same.
Probably. I do want to say this. ANCAPs are essentially, they're not a cancer. They're more of a disease that or a rash that needs to be dealt with.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really say you need like chemo or anything for them. Like, just kind of slap a cream on.
Yeah. It's the, it's a rash that you just should, deal with. Just, yeah. That's my opinions on ANCAPs. They're nothing to worry about unless you keep fucking up, in which case, yeah, they might have a point. Anyway, we should probably get off of ANCAPs.
Yeah, it's not a good conversation for a stream like this, Jimmy.
I suppose so. So, Leaf.
Where did Mundane Matt touch you? And how old did he think you were?
What?
I'm sorry, she's shy. We'll have to get her a voice modulator, and like she can appear over a screen. She's not going to be able to do this in court.
Well, I can get you someone maybe who's very not shy if you want.
I love people who are very not shy, but are they entertaining?
Yes.
Oh, sure, bring them in. Fuck it.
Right, I'll see if they are available.
Wait, you didn't make sure they were available first, Don?
He's making promises he can't keep.
I never promised anything. I said maybe. I said if you were listening, I said maybe at the beginning.
Did you hear the word maybe, Leaf?
I don't remember.
Yeah, neither do I. Shit. Does anyone have a better memory than me and Leaf?
I got here late, so I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about. So, Leaf, who when I start making this book, who do you think your partner should be?
This book is not.
Oh, obviously you, Jimmy.
Well, I mean,
if this isn't a whole book of you and Leaf banging each other, I'm gonna be disappointed in you.
I can't remember what other stream it was.
And Kumara is not gonna be your best friend anymore.
I think I can't remember which stream I mentioned this on at first, and someone had said, I think it was with Brockus or whatever. I think he told me I should have a moose looking in through the window.
In every picture.
No. Well, I was there, but Apathetic Rancher was the one who said if you do anything that is like a hentai book with Leaf in it, there has to be at some point just a couple of panels where there's a moose just staring into the window, and it's apparently an inside joke between Ranter and Leaf. And I convinced you that is the best thing.
Hey, Fraser.
Speaking of moose, it's the warthog guy. I remember you. You were on here before. I couldn't remember your name.
That's actually Ganon's head from the original 1980s cartoon.
Yeah, the one we try not to think about.
It was the head. The Ganon looked cool.
Yeah.
Fraser Danger, by the way.
How you doing, Fraser?
Oh man, I am living life. I just went from Repticon. My roommate picked up a tarantula. My girlfriend got a harness. Her wife got a harness for a bearded dragon. Money.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was something more entertaining. Like I heard harness. So harness, like for her. You gonna
no, we already got all that.
So, okay. Speaking of money, how'd you like to buy Mundane Matt's sister's panties?
Man, would I ever? I'm sure a nice fire started, probably soaked in some real flammable juices.
Well, I gotta be fair. He doesn't actually have a sister. It's him in a wig, but
then I'm sure it's soaked in flammable juices.
I mean, it's a nice conversation starter. It's like
No, man. The thing is, like, one thread of that shit can probably start an entire bonfire.
Yeah, probably. Back in the
Start talking Schmeckle. Ask Fraser what you just asked Leaf a moment ago.
What did I just ask Leaf a moment ago, Fraser?
I have certainly no idea. I was doing
my man.
That's what you said.
And we got Huffle Rough. Hey, how's it going, man?
What's up?
Man,
So-
let those fucking dreadlocks down.
No, cut them off. Permanently.
Also, yeah, cut them off. Nobody should have dreadlocks.
I ain't cutting them.
They look okay.
Holy
You
fuck,
do
they're
all right.
longer than I thought. They're a lot. Actually, it's been like 2 years since I've spoken with you. I guess they would be longer.
You know,
Yeah.
I have pool parties and shit like that, and my boy with dreads gets in the pool, and I'm just like, God fucking damn it. I'm gonna be taking out some fucking dreadlocks out of my pool.
Water.
We're gonna have to fish some lice out of the pool tomorrow.
Fucking Christ. Yeah.
Those things are gonna reek of chlorine for a month,
Yeah, yeah. Well,
which is an improvement over the normal stench.
It's a saltwater pool, actually, so.
Oh,
Oh, so it doesn't clean them out properly. You should invest in chlorine if you have dreadlock friends.
I throw chlorine in the pool. I have to just bleach it occasionally is what I do. It's a conundrum, you know what I mean? Because it's Florida, right? So it's just raining constantly lately, so it's just overflowing all the time. It's an above ground pool, you know. It's nothing special. But residential neighborhoods, you don't want a below ground pool in certain residential neighborhoods in Florida because they'll come in and literally shut your shit down until you fill it up with concrete. Then you don't get a backyard anymore.
Oh, okay. But Dongwave, what did you want me to ask Fraser? I've asked Leaf a bunch of things.
the thing about Mundane Matt, but it's fine. It would have been a because you said Leaf was shy.
Oh, Fraser. Where did Mundane Matt touch you? And how old did he think you were?
Well, I'm thinking he hoped I was underage, and on my ass, man. Let me tell you, I was real comfortable with it for a little bit. I thought to myself, man, I'm gonna be going to his house. He's gonna give me $20. It's gonna be great.
He does kind of look like his hands are almost always warm. So I feel like if he cupped you on the ass, it'd at least be comfortable on like
Right.
a warm or on a cold winter night, right?
Well, you know, he's got fat sausage fingers, so you know I'm going with this. You know what I mean?
Oh
Little
no!
prostate
If
massage,
he
all
slips
set.
one in, I mean, you know where it's going.
Yeah, and it's I don't think his hands are particularly large, so you know he's gonna have issues in general. But yeah, you know we can work around that. You know he can wear little sleeves over his fingers, you know, to make him a little bit bigger.
There we go. I mean, at the very least, like maybe slip a condom on with a little piece of wood or something. So you know, they got to be longer, right?
Well, you know how you can get those dong extenders, you know, so you wear it over top of your actual penis.
Yeah.
Is that an actual thing?
Oh yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard
You
of
can
those.
do
Yeah,
that. It's I can't imagine.
Seriously? People wear fucking dong extenders.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a real thing that exists out there.
It's
For
what happens when you expand the dong.
I don't. I believe anything at this point.
Oh no. Oh no.
I believe anything exists at this point.
They do have fake little dongs for like movies and TV shows. They got plenty of them in Game of Thrones. So
No, what I'm talking about is basically a hollow cone shaped like a penis that you just fit over your penis with a harness, and then you use that, you know, and it's you know, it helps those who are apparently not as well endowed as others.
Wait. If you're putting this thing over your cock, how are you getting any feeling out of the situation?
No, I'm assuming you're not.
Well,
Although I guess there could be vibrators inside.
Well, then just use a fucking dildo. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, there's
You're wrong with me.
Yeah, I've seen videos where a dude used the strap-on so he could DP his girl. So I'm sure it could work with just one P.
I'm honestly
if
down
you
with
don't
that.
work.
I'm totally down with that. On DP. I could get behind that literally.
But I do gotta ask, Jimmy, why did you want to bring in Hufflepuff?
oh, I was just on a stream with him earlier. We were talking about the good old days. I just thought, yeah, throw him the link.
Oh yeah. I guess Hufflepuff would miss hanging out with somebody as amazing as me. Huff, are you familiar with Brockus? He's like a better version of Wrath.
I
Oh, and he has hair.
haven't watched a single stream since I was last here.
Oh, so you don't know
that's
what
So
terrible.
happened.
I have no idea who any of the new people are.
Well, Brockus is not important. Dongwave works for Naked Ape, so he's like kind of important. The warthog guy I just met And you know Jimmy.
I'm actually Dongwave's co-host on his shit scraping stream, and also
A regular guest on the Chimp Out.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Warthog guy is important too.
vaguely, not
Vague.
really. I got kicked out of the Discord the last time I went on the fucking Chimp Out.
Jesus Christ.
Apparently, Ape takes himself just seriously enough to really give the D to his co-host, but not enough to actually put any real content into the into the stream.
No, Ape is kind of very, very lazy and unreliable.
Yeah. Well, he's just like every other gay dude out there.
Wait. Ape is really, really lazy and unreliable. Jimmy, you know anyone like that?
Yeah.
You know anyone like that who uses a fucking monkey avatar?
Well, I can just say right now that I imagine that Ape is probably just exhausted from getting, the D from his black boyfriend constantly now. Is that a problem you have, Schmeckle?
See, I'm not overly exhausted from any black boyfriend D. No, I can't say that's a recurring problem for me.
No?
No.
Well, given that you have an Ape avatar, I strongly advise that you consider this.
It might make me a little more successful. Yeah,
That's true.
go and get some black ID, then I could play the whole gay angle.
Your voice will get a little higher. It'll be great.
And that's the one thing. I would really like to get Naked Ape on a stream again.
You just gotta find another monkey.
Naked Ape's voice makes mine sound deep.
Hey, Schmeckle, how would you like to be on the Chimp Out tomorrow night? Because you missed it the last time you were going to be on.
What time? I got a show at 5 tomorrow.
8 p.m. Central.
Like, guys, that'd be neato.
8 p.m. Central, that's 9 EST, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. If Discord works for me this time, I can do that.
Well, you can also
Excellent.
stream share.
Now we have a
you could go
guest
on the show.
Ha! I did my
talk to
job.
Ape during your show. That's a thing that people do.
Wait, say that again?
You could stream share, man. You could go on his show and stream while you're on his show on your channel, and you could
Yeah. Double hosted, split the audience.
Yeah, shit. I guess I could do something like that.
That would actually be good for both streams, I think.
Certainly
Yeah,
be interesting.
Oh, we'll try and
Make
figure
it
it out. I'll need someone else to do it. Unfortunately, my shit still can't run OBS, but I think Leaf can do it competently by now. So,
Well, Brockus, Semaj, Leaf, you guys are all welcome to come too if you're around.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Yeah.
If I'm up and able to actually be a part of it and everything like that. Because sometimes I'm not.
Fair warning: Ape is prone to canceling or trying to cancel at the last moment. So if that happens,
I used to do that too. Now I have Brockus to make sure I don't cancel things.
He's also fairly aggressive. So, Brockus, I imagine you're going to get your shit pushed in.
Oh, Brockus, you're not used to fairly aggressive, are you?
I'm actually
you sensitive little bitch.
Are you
never
fucking
been
kidding me,
spoken
Schmeckle? You
to
eat a dick, you
one
goddamn
time on the
No,
fucking
no,
internet.
I've been on here
You
now
fuck-
twice. Spoke with you, Schmeckle. You're not ape aggressive. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I'm not ape aggressive because I'm straight aggressive.
Yeah, that might be the case. He
I-
is just.
Yeah,
I think
he's almost bitchy. He's
No,
snide.
almost is not the words I would use to describe that dude.
I would
think
say
you guys are.
extremely.
I think you guys are confusing aggressive with just being high pitched annoyed.
You
I
guys
don't
know
know.
that the Noid, I think, used to
I
be
don't
an
know
actual
which
thing.
one of us he's talking about.
All of you.
Yeah. I suppose.
Yeah, anybody with an ape avatar, and that'll have to include my boy here, Semaj.
Well,
what you're talking about.
you noticed, there's me, Jimmy, and Naked Ape. We all got these high-pitched fucking voices.
You do not have a high-pitched voice, my bro. You do not. You have a mid-range voice.
Yeah, yours is more.
higher pitch
You're
than I
on par with what I'm working with. It's
And
not.
I've got a voice that's smooth like butter and ready to churn.
Yeah, it's higher pitched than I'd like, but at least we got Jimmy and Naked Ape with these higher-pitched voices.
Well,
Schmeckle, you like myself and the other gentleman you've listed, we have voices that are not necessarily deep, but what they don't have is soy.
now hold on.
There's a lack of soy.
Soy is delicious and nutritious. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just
but
saying
you don't
that
want it in your voice.
I'm just saying that the
soy
Asians
is
have had
delicious and nutritious.
guys.
If you
I'm
suck
just saying.
dick, miss.
I'm just saying that the Chinese and the Japanese have had soy sauce for quite a long time, and you will have noticed that there is a certain size problem that they have. I'm not saying there's a connection.
Actually,
just
size
saying.
problem. A lot of the men look like women.
It's worse than that.
Thailand.
Their testosterone count is extraordinarily low compared to the rest of the human race. That's a genuine fact.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
actually
pretty
makes a lot
sure.
of sense.
I'm pretty sure soy doesn't actually destroy your testosterone or add estrogen or whatever. But
soy has proteins in it, which I understand are estrogen mimickers.
I think it's more the lack of what you're eating soy in place of.
Are you saying that red meat is good for your testosterone count?
No, I'm saying that meat in general, a proper regular diet rather than a forced fake one, is probably better for anyone's basic health.
Well, I can tell you something right now. I don't know if you guys are all chronic masturbators, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take it on a whim.
Brockus ain't had sex in 5 years, Semaj in 10.
Okay.
And I'm married, so.
So the deal is, after 7 days of abstaining from touching yourself, you get a huge boost in testosterone that then levels off, but stays higher than your otherwise masturbatory self would have been exposed to, I guess.
So if you stop jacking off for a week, you become more manly, is what you're saying.
It's literally that simple, guys. 7 easy steps.
So wait.
Wait, Jimmy, you've been showing some actual efforts and going and finding a woman lately. You've had some prospects lately. I want you to not jack off for a week.
I recommend it highly. But also be edging the entire time, like just constantly edging.
Oh, so wait, now, as long as you don't come, you may. Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, I think there is.
Harness the power of your blue balls.
If you squirt out the cum, Semaj, you're losing all your fucking masculinity.
You're not a man unless you can hold it in.
Well, hold on a sec. I do think that there is some. I do remember hearing that if you don't, release the testosterone fluid, whatever, the jizz, that it does circulate back into the body. And I can believe that will increase your testosterone levels.
That's not how that works. Semen
good.
production is a thing that reaches a cap, and then your body literally discharges it.
Okay, sounds all right. I can believe that.
Hufflepuff in the side chat is asking where even is this stream. Hufflepuff, you might not have heard. We were hacked on the Cuntstream channel. We have no access to it, so we're now on the SnatchCast channel.
If you recall what I said in that little ad I did on your stream, you would have known that.
Hey, pay attention to your own fucking streams. By the way, I'll be back in like 15 minutes.
How do you even spell that?
Fraser, you got to clear something up about that though. So you wait a week. Can you then jerk off, or is there a penalty? Does it?
No.
Do you have to just not?
Okay, so you wait a week. Get a testosterone boost on the 7th day. By about the 9th day, a few days after that, it levels out, but it's higher than your base testosterone levels if you've been, consistently ejaculating.
Right. But so after like 9 days, can you jack off, or when do you get to do? Do you just not do that anymore to maintain this?
I would just recommend the whole idea is just not to, be as consistently masturbating at that point, because you don't actually release all of your semen to start with in a single go. You know what I mean? It's not actually a thing. It doesn't work like that. You should have a higher, a lower refractory period as well. So you're just talking about benefits all around.
So okay, Brockus, you went through arm surgery and you haven't been able to jerk it off. How are you doing? You feel manlier?
I wouldn't exactly say manlier, but I feel like I want to kill things a lot more often.
Hey,
that's testosterone.
That's tea, brother. You got it.
I feel like killing something. Okay. All right.
Now all you got to do is start taking the estrogen. You know what I mean? And you start taking the HRT, and you'll be good to go. It'll be a total mix-up, man. You won't know who you are.
I already don't know who I am. I'm always confused.
That's good.
I still have no idea how to spell whatever this channel is supposed to be.
1 second.
In like a week or so, I'm gonna have a much better sound effect for you guys because I'll have a shotgun, and that'll go a nice, satisfying shotgun noise. As
This channel is not spelled in fucking German or Russian.
So for the uninitiated,
why would you have trouble with goddamn SnatchCast? I don't know how to spell the name of the channel.
I put it in the side
because you
chat.
guys slur your words. I can't understand you sometimes.
I put it in the side chat. Side chat. It's there.
I have it. I have it now. So
okay. See, there you go. There you go. All right. We're good. We're good. Get those testosterone levels down, okay, guys? It's all good.
Down. Take them down. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying. Look. There's a guy with a gun, and okay, I'm scared for my life.
I'm replacing my fucking blood with testosterone right now.
Gross. I mean,
Brockus, someone says Streamlabs, and then someone, Joseph Kerwin says Streamlabs, and then the bitching witch says, poor Brockus, someone jack him off, Jimmy.
Who is running the Streamlabs for this right now, or rather the OBS for this?
There's no OBS for this.
So what exactly? So you're just fucking mainline streaming, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna have Leaf doing it properly soon.
Oh, okay, because the thing is, when you do that, you definitely need to run compressor. You need to run a compressor plug-in through that shit. You know, everybody will sound much more manly then.
Hold on.
It's not going to make any difference for some of us.
You're going to have Leaf, you do everything on a cell phone. How are you going to run OBS?
No, she got
That's right, she got a laptop. That's right. Never mind. I forgot.
Oh, God. These Streamlabs are gold.
Yeah, she won't be doing everything. She'll be
now, hold on.
Streams. I'm going to try and teach Brockus how to run it.
We got this, all right? So when you start running the OBS and everything else like that, you get everything back together. What you need to do is make sure that Streamlabs is connected to one of those little things they use on Chatterbait. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no. She's got all that. We'll discuss this shit off air.
No, it's not off air. That's golden, dude. That's a golden idea.
So I'm gonna go with your little.
No. I'm definitely getting her hooked up with. I know what you're talking about now. I thought you were talking to fucking Streamlabs. You're talking one of those fucking little devices that vibrates with the tips, aren't you?
Yeah. But what you do is you just like attach it to a cat or something like that. The cat's back.
I don't know what this conversation is.
Frazier, did you do something to your mic?
What do you mean?
You sound like you're
muffled.
Inside a giant haystack.
Oh, I fucked with the mic. I turned the mids down all the way to 0, the lows down all the way to 0.
No. Don't ever turn anything down to 0.
Okay.
I just fuck with stuff occasionally because it's amusing to me.
If you want to take your mids or your lows down, take your mids down by about 2 decibels and your lows by about 1.
No, it's all about the effect, man. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, and it is.
We have money to address. Joseph Comer for $3. I'd enjoy seeing Brockus slapped around by a shouty gay man. Stay tuned. That will happen here too.
Yeah, that'll be perfect.
And sorry, I just realized I said that wrong. Take your mids down like -2 decibels, and your lows like -1.
Now, why would I do that?
Because that'll give you the effect you're looking for.
What effect am I looking for?
I don't know. I would assume better vocals.
You've assumed too much, sir.
Joseph Kerwin for $2 is also recirculating jizz is how Mundane Matt became the most red-pilled motherfucker.
Hey man, he was literally drinking manliness.
That was my favorite of these comments.
Now, as an American, I can say that Mundane Matt needs to be kicked out of this country.
I don't want him.
I would support that movement.
At the very least, I want him out of
I wouldn't say he needs to be kicked out of the country.
No. Constitutional amendment.
Out that this fucking pedophilia shit was was real and not just a joke.
Look, man, that shit will literally come down the pike on anybody because the amount of people that you associate with on the internet is just going to occur. So at least let it happen. Yeah, we should definitely full arrest this charge. Mundane Matt, definitely a pedophile, 100%.
You're gonna get this stream taken down. You know that, right?
No way.
Fuck
I disavow.
You disavow. Hey,
we'd like to point out here at the SnatchCast that what's his face is not one of us.
I'm not anybody, and what I'm bringing to this stream is dangerous.
Hey, he's not even the real Frazier.
Oh,
That's true.
what was that thing they hit Trump with when he disavowed all forms of racism? And they said, well, he didn't condemn them also. He disavowed them, but he didn't condemn them because they have to complain about something.
You know, if he
there's-
condemned them. He didn't murder them in the streets. That would have been the next goal.
There's a question in the chat here that isn't directed directly at Leaf, but she's asking about other women here. So the bitching witch says, have any other women here gotten off by leaning their puss on the edge of a flat surface like a counter or tabletop for a few minutes?
I would imagine that's fairly common, given that men can also like get something out of that as well.
But
Well,
how can you get off just by leaning against a fucking...
I said get something out of it.
If that works, I'd imagine it's fairly common because of the availability of countertops in a kitchen environment.
Yeah.
But how can you get off just by fucking leaning against
Well,
it? Like, I could see,
gyrating.
like,
I would imagine
gyrating,
gyrating.
or like rubbing your shit against it, but you know, like, just leaning against it, that seems like it would do absolutely
Look,
nothing.
dude, if you think hard enough and focus
Leaf
on...
just leaned against the counter.
Don't sigh so heavily, Lee. What the fuck? You learn nothing.
I can't deal with these conversations. They're so degenerate. And
Well, I
annoying.
could leave.
Oh, well,
That's literally
Lee,
all I've got.
have you ever come from leaning against a counter? Because I feel like the answer should... That's the answer I was expecting!
Why should the answer be that though?
Because I feel like just leaning against something will do nothing for nobody.
Look, dude, how about this? Think about this one, okay? You can sit there and actually just focus your thoughts, like meditate upon your own genitalia, and that can actually produce an orgasm.
Well, you know what, man? You teach me how to do that, and I'll give you large sums of money.
It's not actually that hard. I've never actually done it, but I have no need to, you know? There's a lot going on in my life.
I'm married, as I said.
I'm married too.
Well, you're not doing marriage right.
No, I'm not doing marriage right. We're not ignoring each other. That's I guess the foundation of good marriage would be to completely ignore your wife. That's a good
That's how you make it work.
Every time. You know what? And don't communicate either. That's that for the people watching out there.
Don't even speak.
communicate.
Even better if you don't speak the same language.
If you got a problem with your significant other, don't talk about it. Just talk to your friends about it.
All she speaks is Polish. I'm not even sure she said yes at the marriage. I just assumed the priest knew what she was saying.
Are you like verbatim quoting the script to Aqua Teen Hunger Force where Carl got married to that Mail Order Bride?
I've never watched that show.
Oh, it was so good.
That
I
was a
love
good.
Aqua Teen.
That was terrible. The whole plot was that the one of the main characters and the neighbor were going to get married to the same mail order bride, and they were going to share like a timeshare or something.
You get her for half the year, and you stay at the timeshare. Then I get her for the other half, and I'll stay there.
Oh man. Yeah.
Now I'm starting to figure out how Mundane Matt got married.
Did he get married? Is he married?
Yeah, he's married with a kid.
No, I think I've actually heard it is apparently just a girlfriend.
Okay. The thing is, like, there's another person out there. Oh, is it Boogie 92088? Yeah, I was getting them confused for a minute because they look, like fat monster splobs, both of them.
They are very similar looking. You can tell them apart. Boogie has curly hair. Mundane Matt has the straight hair and the more boring voice.
And sort of like an emo avatar.
But Boogie's losing weight, and I think Matt found it.
You can tell them apart because for all his faults, Boogie's content is watchable, whereas Mundane Matt's isn't.
Yeah, but neither one of their faces are watchable, so you know. Oh fuck! I'm getting calls from my friends. Come to Orbit. Come to the bar. Come to the bar. Come get completely fucking hammered with me. You know, there's a bar down the street from me. I got kicked out of it because I was talking to a friend of mine, and the bartender overheard, and I was telling him that this girl's probably about as Native American as I am, and you know, everybody in America has Native American ancestry, right? Well, genetic testing usually, for some reason, precludes that unless you go to a secondary source.
Yeah, the basic facts are like the majority don't have Native American ancestors.
Yeah, even though
Most
everybody's
of you
got
are
family
immigrants.
Yeah, but the big game there is I got kicked out of the bar, and this bitch lied to everybody and told them that I said racist shit about Native Americans, how they're worthless and greedy and dumb and all this other crap. It's just and now I'm going back to the bar. I actually forced my way back in there by hanging out with some friends there. The manager came up to me like, "Hey, you're not allowed in here." And I looked at him like, "I can leave." He's like, "No, just don't cause any trouble." And that's my life now because I just drink a lot.
So what I'm hearing is you have an SJW bartender.
Yeah, man. The thing is, the same night I got kicked out of
he
there-
does not, because that bartender said no, just don't cause any trouble.
No, that was the
No,
manager.
that was the bar owner.
That bartender
Oh,
will
okay.
still not serve me. That bartender will still not serve me today. And I've been going to that bar for like years, man. But the big game is that I called the bar in the same night on Facebook, Club Antifa, because there was just literally nothing but dreadlock fucking like gauge wearing motherfuckers in there that night. And this was like, I don't know, like a year after the election. Good times. I've never been kicked out of a bar before that.
You've never been kicked.
Have you guys ever been kicked out of a bar?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
It's hard to do. You have to be an asshole, right? But the thing is, everybody I spoke to at the bar was completely fine with me and like, you never cause any trouble. What the fuck are you?
No,
This
from like 15 to about like maybe 19 or so, I did a lot of drugs. I
15
got
to 19, that's it.
yeah.
Is a Canadian drinking age 18?
Yes. No. 19 in most states. In most provinces. 18 in Quebec only.
It's but I think there's only three provinces where it's 18.
Oh,
And the rest
is it more than just Quebec?
It's Manitoba too.
I'm asking for Mundane Matt here, but what's the age of consent there?
Ah.
Oh, did you see his tweet about the age of consent
I
in
don't actually know.
some weird country being 12?
I think our age of consent is 16.
You know, just like speaking English should be a law everywhere, I think that the age of consent being, 16 and then that age range up to like 24 and then after that 18 period
The age
should be a law everywhere.
Yeah, no, I think there are limitations on our age of consent until you hit 18. I think there's like a span of years difference you can have before it's illegal.
It's 18 in Washington, the state that he's living in, which is my state.
But in Alabama, it's 14, yeah?
Really?
Go on down to Alabama, get yourself a wife.
Well, it's actually a bit more complicated. I actually looked into the law. Apparently, there's a whole thing about consent from the parents at that age, too.
Just why were you looking into this law, Hufflepuff?
I don't know. I look at these weird law things.
No, I find it interesting because it's just this thing. Like, I think in most of Japan, the age of consent's 13, but in most of the prefectures, it's
no. In every prefecture, it's 18, but federal law says 13.
No, that's what it is. Yeah.
Oh, and the prefectures are like the equivalent of states?
More like counties.
Okay, so federal law says 13, but every place under federal law says 18?
Yeah.
Oh, then that seems like bad federal rulership.
Bad federal litigation. Yeah.
And, good everywhere else.
There are 1 or 2 provinces that are whatever prefectures that actually still maintain the 13 thing, I think. But, if the thing is that I'm sure those places hate foreigners, so it's not great at the same type of trade that it does in Thailand.
Well, no, and that's like places like Thailand. I don't know what the actual age law is. I know it's young.
Well, you gotta understand, in third world countries, nobody gives a shit anyway. It doesn't matter. They don't really care, and that's just a problem in general.
And to be fair, in third world countries, they're not really educated to know the difference. But I mean, that still doesn't excuse first world people traveling there and doing those things.
That's not even up for debate, is it?
No, I mean, if you,
I tell you what, I'd like to go to a small Polynesian island
If
All right.
you're in a third world country and you're an adult and you're fucking a kid, you're a piece of shit. You just don't know you're a piece of shit. But if you're from a first world and you're
I feel
traveling
like
down to the third world to go and
for unrelated
go and fuck
reasons,
some
I'm a piece of
kids.
shit, and I know I'm a piece of shit. So I feel like they could be just as self-aware. But I'd love to go to a small Polynesian country. I'd go to like maybe just some gold earrings, something like some crown or something like that. Maybe a few AK-47s. Just step in and just walk up to somebody and find a crowd and just kneel before your god.
Well, no, I actually had an idea.
Okay, I looked it up. It looks
Yeah.
like 17 is the youngest in Japan.
Oh, well, then.
Yeah.
I can't really say that's so bad. It's a year younger than 18.
That just recently changed.
Okay.
That absolutely recent change. Just like they just outlawed CP over there. I mean, that was the real deal. You know, the guy who
wait. That they
that's
only
recent,
made
like
that
last
illegal?
last decade, I think, or maybe 2. You know the guy who did Rurouni Kenshin, I think it was, or you know whatever that samurai anime where you only caught with the backside of the blade.
Oh, yeah,
know
that's
nothing
Rurouni
about
Kenshin.
anime.
Yeah. So the guy is a really famous anime. He got caught with a shit ton of CP over there and arrested for that.
Man,
That's
I
a big
really
fact.
like that anime. That's
Yeah,
really good.
he had to commit
one.
seppuku.
You know, it's like John McCain. You know, you got to separate the person from his art.
Yeah, and like I like the song Rooftops even after I figured out all that stuff that went down.
Yeah, I still like the movie Chinatown, even though Roman Polanski's a piece of shit.
Oh no, actually, speaking of Roman Polanski, I just started reading Tess of the D'Urbervilles, and apparently he made a movie on it. Any you know if that's worth watching or?
No idea.
You know what a good author is Clyde Barker. I don't know if you guys have read any of his stuff, but he is just an excellent storyteller.
I have no idea who that is.
You don't know who Clyde Barker is?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's like the
Yeah, he wrote the Hellbound Heart, man. He did the Hellraiser.
yeah, that guy. I was thinking of a different guy actually, but yeah, I do know who that guy is.
I remember there's this one short story by Clyde Barker. If you want me to interrupt, you go ahead. But he's basically got two.
I don't really care about that. Brockus, there's another Streamlabs, and then the bitching witch says, dude, Muslims have no clue fucking kids is bad because their prophet married a fucking 9-year-old, and a shit ton of them are now in first world countries, hence the UK grooming gangs. I get that, the bitching witch, and what I'm saying is, if you are fucking kids, you're fucked. You are a fucked up person, whether or not you know that that's fucked up.
I just feel like you don't even have to say that.
If you're from some fucking tribe, like some tribe that we haven't discovered yet, still living a fucking tribal life, and you're an adult fucking kids, you're fucked up. What I'm saying is you're a lot more fucked up if you're somebody from the first world who has that information that that's fucked up, and you still decide, yeah, I'm gonna travel to some place where that's allowed. Like there's whatever the case, if you're fucking kids, you're fucked.
There's a guy that's
person.
barred from leaving
But
the UK because of that.
Really?
Yeah, he's barred from leaving the UK because of child porn.
Child porn, or was he actually going to places like that and seeking out those types of services?
No, it's because he had child porn and he advocated to get rid of the legal age.
That is such a hard fucking place to be in, because I think you should still be able to advocate for whatever you want.
I feel like you should be able to advocate.
Well, I mean, he actually
feel like-
had child porn.
Okay, that part's bad.
And
Well,
so
yeah,
because
you
of these two
definitely
things
be punished for
together,
that.
the only way that he can leave the UK is if a constable allows him to.
Well, that's just
Rights out, written consent and all that.
What exactly does him having CP have to do with him leaving the country?
Because he's already expressed that he wants to go to a country where the legal age is lower.
And I'm gonna be completely fair. I think I know the guy. I think I was actually reading about the guy you're talking about a couple days ago. He's called like the most dangerous pedophile in the world or something like that.
Doesn't make any sense.
I mean, my question is,
Hufflepuff.
if
Do
he
me a favor,
escapes
pull
the
up the
country
name.
without permission, does British authority go after him over shores and try to extradite him back?
Almost certainly any country would extradite him back to Britain.
1 second. The bitching witch says child fuckers deserve death across the board. In my opinion, I agree with you entirely. The bitching witch, as long as there's 100% proof that they've done it. Yeah, fucking execute them.
Let's see. His name is Daniel Hilton.
Yeah, I think that's the guy I was reading about the other day. As far as why does letting him leave the country pertain to his pedophile shit? And I don't know about you, but I feel like it would look bad on any country if their pedophiles were going off to other countries.
I mean, honestly, I'd advocate for shipping them all out to an island. You know,
he was apparently
I would personally advocate for, like the bitching witch said, if they're 100% definitely guilty, fucking kill them. If there's any doubt, don't ship them off to anywhere unless it's some fucking prison island.
Like Australia.
Yeah, boy,
yeah,
Australia.
You know what? Just send them to Australia. They're used to criminals being there.
Yeah,
that's their problem
over there too.
I'm really, really sorry, Peach.
I just got flashbacks to old Ireland.
Now hold on. I got a thought here. Now I lost it.
Anyway, I gotta piss again. I'm gonna leave the fucking dreadlock guy in charge. This is probably a mistake. I'll be back.
Yo, dude, can you flip your eyelids live on stream?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
You can't flip your eyelids.
That's the most I can do.
Well, the thing is, you have to put your finger into your eye and then flip it over, man. That's the only way you're actually ever gonna do it.
No, gross.
I can turn my tongue upside down.
No.
I can wiggle my ears, but I'm not going on fucking camera.
Good.
How about this? I can move my scalp without touching it. So
what amazingly interesting, like, it's just such an intellectual, conversation to be sitting here, talking about the various things we can do with our bodies. Wow, that is actually pretty fucking cool.
I haven't been able to find anyone else who can do that.
Fuck is sorry. This went on to a weird spot.
Faye has forgotten about me, apparently.
I'm the ultimate derailer. That's the thing here. Is I can take a conversation and just put it right back where it belongs, just in the sewer.
Blame.
That reminds me of my 8th grade math teacher. She would get off topic like at least once per class, and she was absolutely obsessed with Larry Bird.
Faye has literally completely forgotten about me.
She had a shrine to Larry Bird constructed around her desk.
That's that is not the only teacher I've ever heard of having a thing about that. For some reason, people are just like they just worship this like 1970s basketball player.
Yeah, it's weird. She, according to her own words, when asked by the class, not only because like literally the corner of the room that was where her desk was in her classroom was covered in Larry Bird shit, but she also had an entire room in her house for it, and she had a standing offer that if any student could get Larry Bird to come to class and visit, they would get an automatic A.
Well, that's
automatic A for life, if you ask me.
He's still alive, isn't he?
It's like, why bother showing up to class? You're gonna pass regardless.
Oh well.
See, Faye, I do have dreadlocks.
Are you upset that someone's forgotten all about you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Yeah, hey, Fad, you were watching when he was part of this shit. You should remember him. He was I mean,
I'm
not
an OG
important,
man.
but he was frequent.
I may not have contributed much, but I was here.
He definitely appeared on the show.
You definitely, although you did have a different avatar. You had like a little squirrel.
It was a badger.
It was Foamy the squirrel.
Foamy the squirrel. You know, that shit's still going.
I didn't even know what Foamy the squirrel was when I started my channel.
He still makes shit.
I've been watching it a little bit. It's not bad. I mean, he's definitely taken on the anti-SJW hilt like way too late.
Well, he was pretty much. Put your cat
so
away.
Kill that fucking cat.
Leaf had just been murdered.
Leaf, stop molesting your cat.
Kill that cat and take your finger out of its asshole.
What the?
That noise means it doesn't like it.
Okay, so how many hours per day do you guys spend on 4chan?
Oh,
On 4chan? None. I'm not 15.
15. You tell me you're not into slam pig threads.
The last time I was on 4chan, well, I've probably been on it more recently than when I was 15. But the last time I paid attention to 4chan,
I'm not talking about B.
15.
I mean, there's other, you know.
No, B was the only thing I ever paid attention to.
Yeah, I still got Pole.
Pole, yeah.
Pole's fun.
See, by the time Pole,
And GIF.
I don't know if it was around at
GIF
that
is a
time,
great
but by the
channel.
time it was, by the time Pole was popular, I'd been done.
I highly recommend
4chan
Slash
for
GIF.
a long time.
I was only on 4chan a couple times, and one time when I figured out that that's where Kraut and T was putting his links to his streams. I shouldn't have clicked it, but I did. And look, it worked. I was on his stream for like a brief moment.
Man.
Crown T is so, if he didn't put on that fake
Apparently,
accent,
you're not allowed to put Kraut and T in your fucking in the fucking title
Yeah, I
of
saw
your
that.
stream without getting demonetized.
Really?
Yeah.
Well then,
but if Crown T didn't put on that fake accent that we all know is fake,
Are you sure it's fake? I'm not good enough with.
I've heard the argument. It's pretty convincing. But
I
if he
mean,
didn't
people have said that for people like Wolfie Chew, and yeah.
Well, okay, fake or not, even if he didn't have that accent, we would have picked up on the fact that he's a massive spurg a lot sooner.
I mainly just had his voice in the background because it was a nice voice.
I listened to one of his newer videos that he posted up recently, and he's still going on about the Coach Red Pill thing. It's like, dude, just fucking own up to it or don't. It doesn't matter. Just move the fuck on.
This can't be a real article. Just something from the Independent. Disabling parts of the brain with magnets can weaken faith in God and change attitudes to immigrants, study finds.
I heard about that article a while ago.
It's so stupid. Why?
I don't know.
That's some ICP shit about magnets there.
Yeah, fucking magnets. How do they work?
By the way, Schmeckle, I'm making this thumbnail allude of Anon because she's not coming on.
Well, no, I was just reading the chat there. I'd like to point out, Non doesn't actually have to show up for the Saturday shows anymore. She's not in her circle anymore.
Sounds like someone's dying.
We've been over this. She's
Yeah,
not-
I'm sorry. The missus is dying in her sleep right
Someone's
now.
hitting the BC is what's happening.
No, she's actually asleep and doing that.
I thought Anon was just taking a break. What the
She was,
fuck do you
well,
mean?
she was only taking a break, and then she's out for supper today. So I told her to get the fuck in here. And until she comes in here, I'm fucking throwing a loot of her.
Yeah, well, technically, she's not. Well, one second.
Mute
I'm gonna
your
mute myself
mic.
for a second. My missus is dying.
All right. So,
I think she's good now. Technically, Non isn't in a circle anymore. She doesn't host any of the shows. It's just she's not required to show up for anything.
Yeah, well, We'll make
I
her
mean,
show up.
to be fair, none of us are required to show up for anything except for Brockus, who is my slave. Yeah, even I don't show up for half of them.
Has Anon been going through something other than like creepy stalkers like Will Cato recently?
No, she actually separated with us based on differences between me and her.
She didn't separate from us. She was just taking a fucking break.
Vastly enjoy drama, and she does not.
You're translating this way in a direction it's not supposed to go, man.
As people keep pointing out to me, apparently she's only taking a break. She didn't quit, even though she used the word quit. Used the word leaving.
If she did use those words, she used it somewhere else because it's not in any of the chats we're in.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Again, like we're in the same groups. Unless you start up another like DM chain where she said that, she didn't say that. So whatever you're getting at,
her and I also speak
you
privately. I swear to
God.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna force feed this.
Give that bitch a lozenge. Bitches love lozenges.
Yeah. And put it on the tip. You know what I mean?
You got one of those. You got one of those vapor rub condoms.
Oof.
Do they sell those?
You know, Vicks Vapor Rub works great as a natural lubricant.
Ooh, I wonder.
You think that fire and ice, that Trojan fire and ice stuff works? Wait till you see that icy hot.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
Oh
my
no!
God.
You want to hurt people?
Disavow.
It's like when your missus. It's like when your missus is really sick, but you need to run like vapor on there, but you're still very horny. You can solve both problems at the same time.
Yeah, I just want to clarify: the Cuntstream does not condone anyone actually using Vicks Vapor Rub or fucking icy hot on their dick or anything like that. Except you American fiends, you go ahead and do it all day. Okay.
Stick to Bengay.
I condone anything anybody wants, just as long as they keep it far, far away from me.
That is a healthy way of doing business. Yes.
You're not going to be doing much business that way, though. You're limiting your transactions at that point. You know what I mean? You got to be open to just about anything.
You don't tell me what to do.
Okay.
You don't tell me to fuck.
You don't tell me what up. You fucking crook.
Do that other way.
One fine day with a woof and nipper.
Brockus.
What?
Joseph is saying check Streamlabs.
Okay. Check it, Streamlabs.
This is all just as disorganized and without a point as I remember.
I'm the guy that monitors the Streamlabs. I don't monitor the chat anymore because they say mean, hurtful things about me. Usually, actually, that Leaf is the one monitoring the fucking chat. And I let her monitor it because sometimes she will spurg and create more drama for us. Isn't that right, Leaf? What?
Nothing. We're just calling you a spurg.
Faye is telling you to use Icy Hot, Brockus.
Joseph Kerman for $3 at Club Antifa. Can I get a consensual on the beach? Wow,
that's good. That's good.
Wow,
I should ask for that next time I go there.
Yes, you have to now ask for that with that bartender specifically.
Can I get a consensual on the beach? I'll get kicked out again for sure. I also pissed off the manager there the other day. It was great.
Frazier, if that doesn't work, you have to order the shot that I had on my 21st birthday. 2 hicks and a spick chase a turkey down a mine shaft.
Poof. Then the Anglo closes it down.
It's Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, Jose Cuervo, Wild Turkey, and Goldschlager.
That sounds just straight up like not something I'm ever going to put down my throat, I'm going to be honest. I would sooner take a semen shot a la, what is that, Vice?
Well, anytime I'm out with someone who happens to be on their 21st birthday, I make them get one.
Oh, boy.
Taking semen shots sounds like such a mundane thing to do.
Yeah, it's definitely the normal guy thing, you know what I mean? And that's why Mundane's into it.
I mean, it's apparently very nutritious for you.
Not really.
No, it's not for guys.
Yeah, in the quantities you would have to consume, first off, It'd probably be more like a spice. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be exactly a.
Should we question how you know this?
Well, I mean, I'm just imagining quantities here, dude. I don't know if you've ever watched a considerable amount of porn, but the coloration is also inconsistent.
Maybe he takes one of those semen like the volumizers. Those pills you can take that make you come more.
Who? Mundane Matt?
Yeah, maybe he's doing that.
You know, there's a lot of ways to do that. I'm assuming, and that's generally not the problem. See, women, I think most of the problem with it is it just tastes like shit. So what you got to do is you got to eat a lot of pineapple.
Yes.
Has anyone ever
drink pineapple juice? Just drink straight pineapple juice.
Yep. Good for you anyway. Good for your stomach.
Which says anyone ever drink a rooster tail before?
I have no idea what that is.
I disavow. I am not gay.
Okay, let's see.
It's
2 ounces of peach brandy, an ounce of rainwater Madeira, half lemon's juice, a half ounce raspberry syrup, and 3 dashes of Paycod's bitters.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck Madeira is.
Yeah,
that sounds like a very sweet drink.
Yeah,
I'm not a big brandy fan.
And it's also a mint garnish with raspberry.
Oh no,
fuck
with
that.
Mint garnish.
I'm fine with a mint garnish. I don't give
I will not drink anything with mint.
A Cuban Long Island iced tea.
I don't want mint.
I actually
give me a Mexican mule or some straight bourbon.
I'd rather just a Moscow Mule, to be honest.
I had a mojito not too long ago. It's my first time ever having it. That drink is gross.
That's awful. The Mexican Mule is a Moscow Mule with tequila instead of vodka. I don't.
That sounds just fine, actually.
It's great. They're fantastic.
Fine.
I will accept vodka if they don't have tequila, but I don't particularly. I don't think vodka brings anything to the table other than being alcohol.
Madeira is fortified wine, apparently.
Okay, so you're mixing brandy, a fortified wine, with Madeira, a fortified wine, and then a bunch of sweet shit. That sounds like it's gonna be way too fucking sweet for me.
Yeah, I don't. If I want something on the sweeter side, I'll get like a tequila sunrise.
Tequila sunrise is my go-to drink in general.
Wait. Fading Dark says semen doesn't taste bad, just bland. Are you saying that semen isn't flavorful enough for you?
I would want to know how does he have a large sample size of this knowledge?
Yeah,
is he just speaking from?
Well, if
done a Mundane Matt.
Fading Dark is a female.
This is what that drink looks like.
No, let's assume Fading Dark's a man from now on.
Yeah, no. Did we learn nothing from Queen of Bants?
Yeah, you know what? For all we know, Fad, you're a dude. Vagina pics straight to Semaj right now. Hey, if you can't show your face and the pussy at the same time, you're a dude. Straight to @_Semaj Z_. That goes for any woman in the chat.
I'm thinking Hufflepuff has been on HRT. Was it FTM for a long time now? What do you say about that, man?
I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth? Fizz-if? Huh? I can see a bottle behind you.
No, the bitching witch
he's like, no.
tastes like how bleach smells. I'll admit, I have noticed that cum kind of tastes like how, kind of smells.
Freudian slip, but still.
I was still somewhat reading what she said. But no, my old cum socks used to smell like the bottles of bleach at the fucking restaurant I worked at.
Dude,
that's just fucked.
Like a goddamn person, you piece of shit, savage.
No,
use fucking socks, you sick bitch.
That is fucking 15-year-old, fucking 15-year-old Schmeckle. I was working at a restaurant, and one day I remember going down to grab a bottle of bleach and going, "It smells like my cum."
I'm a dry guy, and I'm judging you over here. Okay.
Faye is a trap confirmed. Says Will Honorless.
Pro tip for anyone still using socks.
Why the fuck?
We all go through that. It's normal.
No, I never went through that.
But pro tip, if you have a longer tube sock type thing, turn it like halfway inside out so that the ankle bit is wrapped around the foot bit. It makes it tighter.
Just
Oh
use your
no! See,
fucking
I
hand.
would never like fuck a sock or something. I just
I would never do what I
needed
just
somewhere
said,
to
man.
come into.
Oh,
You
really?
know?
Is that
Even still, it's
Well, I
that's
feel
just
like
something I
jacking
used to do
off
when
with
I
a
went through that
sock would
phase.
be less pleasant than jacking off with my hand. I feel like there'd be like some friction burn involved, right?
You know what? I mean, let's be honest here. Just get a fucking pocket pussy, use it once, and then just throw it in the corner of your room.
See, I never got the point of fucking pocket pussies or any shit like that. If I'm not fucking a chick, I got hands, you know?
It's textured silicone, so I guess I can
Now,
comprehend.
here's an important question: lotion or dry dock?
I'm not circumcised. I can go dry.
I'm circumcised and I can go dry.
Yeah,
I know not every uncircumcised or not every circumcised guy can't go dry, but every.
I guess I do have fairly soft hands, so.
I have an extreme libido, and so the only thing I hate about being circumcised is that that shit can eventually very easily get chafed.
Yeah, and see that's the thing. First off, I've never needed to jack off enough that I got chafed.
I'm talking about
but
actual sex with my wife, brother. I'm not talking about doing that. I'm talking about just going to town. All right.
Yeah, your woman might not be naturally lubed enough. You might need to add some lube there.
I'm sorry. By round 5 or 6, there might be some issues. Period.
I thought you were talking about jacking off. Yeah, no, I've never needed a lube with a chick. I date natural chicks, females.
Well, what all are you doing? That's the real question. Maybe we should get off this topic.
No, a little lube for the asshole, obviously.
Well, there's a lot more going on there, man.
With the pussy, I've never needed a lube.
Always, I'm gonna balance.
Oh, the virgin is gonna leave during the sex talk.
It's fine.
Leaf.
Wait! I didn't
How
know
much
that.
lube have you bought?
Kuvara, however.
Why you ain't banging your lady,
job.
Kumara, why you ain't having sex with your lady?
Don,
Literally
I
live in
gotta
two
be honest
different
with you, man.
countries.
You know
It's just like I
AP's
said
gonna
earlier.
get to her before you do.
No.
Two things I don't trust in this world: some new guns and virgins.
Yeah.
AP's gonna stick his little frog D inside her
Probably not
before you
wrong.
ever get a chance.
This is getting more and more awkward
In
as
fact,
the time passes. So.
I'm gonna invite you to come and stay at my place for a little bit because I'm in Canada and we can take a road trip up to Leaf so you can meet her and bang her.
Wow, dude.
Fuck you, Kumara.
I just sent you a DM, Leaf.
Now, if super chats are somehow involved in this, does it make it illegal?
No.
Oh, and she left before Lionel Valentine could ask if Leaf was circumcised. I actually can tell you this as a fact. She's kind of over circumcised. Like you can see a little too much under where the foreskin should be. It's a little gross, but Kumara's into it. So, whatever floats his boat.
Look, you can admit it, Schmeckle. You're a virgin, okay?
I'm married with a kid.
Yeah, your bull has definitely done well for himself.
Okay.
Havarov, I gotta ask. You're sitting here. You're on the SnatchCast. You have some actual people watching you for once. Do you regret the hair?
No,
No,
not at all.
Now,
not at all.
the thing is, people with dreads, they have a very low threshold for that sort of thing. That they can't exactly feel regret. I'm sure they feel shame, but not regret.
I feel regret for a lot of things, just not my hair.
Well, you are an ANCAP, so I'm sure you'll have a few regrets.
Oh man, imagine that dread guy got an cap.
Yeah,
Shockers.
the bitching witch, unfortunately, Leaf is already gone. She says, so does Leaf still have her hymen, or is it broke from masturbation because she's still a virgin because she's never had sex? Somebody invite the bitching witch in here. She's clearly very drunk.
Yeah. I just, speaking of Leaf, Brockus, I just pulled the joke I pulled on you earlier on Leaf.
Oh.
Remember in your Twitter DMs?
Oh yeah, you son of a bitch.
So what? I recommend you guys all stock one of these into your image folder for your own use because it's a pretty good little joke.
It's
I
dumb,
googled,
but it's clever.
yeah. I googled in my case, because I love them, I googled 1911 slide. But if you just Google handgun slide, just pick any picture of just a handgun slide that you like, save it, and then when you want to DM someone on Twitter, just send them that picture first, so you can slide in their DMs.
You know, I'm thinking to myself, eventually I'm going to take a trip to Japan or not Europe anymore. Europe is just garbage now. But eventually I'm going to take a trip somewhere. I'm thinking to myself,
Italy. Go to Italy.
Italy might work. Italy might work.
Isn't Italy Europe?
The thing is, I don't speak Italian.
Italy is getting super red pilled.
Look, I speak the rudiments of 2 languages, and then pretty well speak Spanish, and then of course English, main language, right? So I'm still limiting myself there. But at some point, I'm going to be on a plane ride for a long time, and I know that those flight attendants get tired in the plane. You know what I mean? So eventually, I'm thinking to myself, how do I sneak me and my wife into the stall? You know, it must be pretty easy, right?
Go on.
It's all about timing.
As I'm saying, like it should be a pretty easy on like a 10-hour flight. And matter of fact, that'd be a good way to pass some time.
There's 2 things you'll need to accept, though. Unless they're asleep, the people sitting near the stall will figure it out. They might not say anything, but they'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, well, imagine the thing is they don't get to say anything because I had something going on. I need my wife there for me, this and that. It's a 10-hour flight. There's a lot of shit you can get away with in that case.
That would be a great way to set it up. Is if you early in the flight, if you just pull a flight attendant aside and explain that you have a medical issue and you may need your wife's assistance in the lavatory due to the sheer length of the flight, and just say like, look, I understand you don't want stuff going on there. I get it, but like, I have a legitimate medical issue. She's got to administer this thing, and I can't do it myself.
That's a pathetic approach. I prefer to use that approach later if I get caught. Now, that feels way less pathetic.
She needed to put something in my dick with her vagina.
No.
Hence why we are currently
I needed her to milk my prostate halfway through because I've got a.
She needs to insert the suppository.
She needs to insert a suppository orally into my penis.
It's true.
Don't ask. This is the doctor's recommendations, not mine.
Look, his name is Dr. Johnson. Doc Johnson. You might look him up when you get off the plane. Nobody gets that.
I would laugh my ass off if there was a legitimate article by a guy named Doc Johnson saying, "Yeah, there is a process where women will orally put fucking a suppository."
Doc Johnson is a sex toy website.
No, I know what it is. I work in a warehouse that ships them.
Oh man, you got the hookup.
And it's more like who fucking clearly hasn't had sex when they open up the package and all of a sudden you hear hee hee.
Yeah. By the way, Semaj, I just made an offer on your behalf in the chat. You're welcome.
What did you
Wait, what?
Go check it out.
I don't recommend bringing me in here ever again unless you guys want this sort of conversation every time.
Well, they're probably only going to bring you in if I'm already here and make the suggestion.
Yeah, that's the thing is I fuck up like every
it's like
time
a
I'm on.
combo.
I was on a stream the other day with a bunch of other people who are doing Twitch, and of course they had no idea who I was. One of the guys understood who I am, and he just let me go off until he like said, "Hey, you're gonna break Twitch rules in a minute."
Hey, that reminds me. I forgot to tell you they had me on again last night.
Did they really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
Responsible adult was like at the last second, like, hey, I just had 2 guys tell me they're going to be late and another guy cancel. Can you come on and cover for a bit? And I was like, sure, I'll hop on.
No, those are responsible adult's a good guy. He's a good.
Yeah, he's all right.
The other guys, they're a little bit sensitive, can't hold their own, a little bit autistic. The types of people that Alistair bully.
I ended up dipping after about maybe an hour tops, maybe less, because probably less than an hour or something. Just because we got through, I tried to get them into some interesting, more trivial but inspiring debates, but they just wanted to stick to their their shtick.
Yeah, which is just garbage. Frankly, their whole thing is
horrible. If they're a responsible adult, if you're watching this, I'm happy to come on your show, but it's a horrible show. You got to do something better than
kick those motherfuckers off. Start streaming on YouTube.
Yeah, for one, stop with all the face cam nonsense. It's not adding anything. You got a bunch of the male equivalent of a basic bitch from Twitch,
or best yet, soy boys.
Yeah, basically these male soy. So not all of them.
These soy gendered individuals,
but a high percentage of your regulars, especially the one dude with the hair. He's kind of like the really young looking guy on there who's like they introduce him as the guy they introduce as a fucking Fortnite streamer.
Oh god, nothing more cancerous in the world than Fortnite. I don't know if I told the story on here yet. One of my friends actually works for the Microsoft support that handles all that business, and people make like $10,000 transactions, and they have to refund them all the time. And it's these kids who just have access to it. My neighbor's kid spent $100 he got on Fortnite the other day. It's like, how do you do that? Why are you letting your kid do this?
$10,000 transactions for Fortnite.
And it's the same thing on Madden, too. They do the same thing on Madden. People just...
There are two ways I see this happening. One is that the parent puts their credit card in for one purchase, like maybe for a gift or an occasion or something, or just to shut the child up.
Yeah, $2. Nobody cares.
Yeah, and they don't realize that it saves that information, and then the child can just go and do it over and over again. Or it's a malicious kid who's intelligent enough to steal the credit card and put it in themselves, and hope the parents don't notice. And okay, like, oh, who really looks that close at a credit card bill? Who's gonna notice that maybe $2 here or $5 there if I slip this in? But and maybe they're lucky and their parents don't, but then they go too far or something. But in that case, if that happens and they catch the kid and the kid does it again, you're not disciplining your kid, right? Because if I had a kid and I caught my kid stealing a credit cards to put money into the video game, I'd take the console that the video game was on, I'd go outside, I'd put it on a tree stump, and I'd shoot it with a shotgun.
Now, see, that's actually, believe it or not, that's
in front of him.
That's just gonna fuck your kid
up.
Or
I'd make him shoot it.
How old is your kid that'll just fuck him up?
Well, if he's old enough to hold the gun, I'd make him shoot it.
My brother, my father actually did that to him. Smashed his NES up, and he just ended up even more fucked up. You know, that's not actually a way of solving the problem. Also, it's wasteful because you could sell it.
You could be like 23 or 20 something or other, and being like a legally adult, and still not technically being an adult. Isn't that right, Schmeckle? I see the chat.
Maybe compromise. Maybe just make him shoot.
What are you talking about, Jimmy?
Or the cartridge. But in this day and age, with everything being a digital download, you can't like you're not gonna make them shoot the hard drive. That's the same effect as shooting the console.
To a certain extent, yeah. You know what? My placement on that is, unless it was extreme enough to justify something like that, it's really just gonna fuck them up even worse.
I know. I mean, I guess you could say you can make them delete the save file or the account, or at the very least make them work to repay the money they stole.
What is chat?
And they can't play the game that entire time or something. But I don't know. It's you got to teach them that you don't steal money from your family. And if they do it again, you got some serious issues.
I legitimately pilfered change from my mother's change thing, and until I got enough to buy Pokemon Yellow at like age 7. So I don't know if I can. I can't disavow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. When I was real young, I used to take like quarters at a time from this fucking quarter jar my parents had enough to buy shit until I had enough to buy shit. But I'd literally only take a quarter at a time.
It's no big deal. Really.
I was so fucking worried. I was like 6 or 7 years old, and I was so worried that they had counted all the quarters.
I mostly went a bit more direct and just took it.
Okay, you guys remember Beyblades?
Yeah.
Okay, when I was a kid, like I think I must have been 11 years old, poor as shit, I got in my head that, okay, at Walmart, right? I'm just gonna go steal Beyblades from Walmart. And I got caught stealing Beyblades from Walmart, and I was fucking in tears, like, oh no. I was scared to walk into Walmart for the next, like, year.
You got caught.
Yeah, shit happened, man. I have a friend of mine who's he's in his 20s. In his 20s, he got caught stealing Legos from Walmart. And I'm looking at him like, what is wrong with your fucking brain that you thought that was a good idea? You're not even stealing shit you need. You need more Legos in your life. I'm noticing a lot of dead silence here. That's the type of thing that I get.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to remember the last time I purchased a Lego.
Legos are cool. I mean, if you're just sitting there actually constructing the
Legos,
I'm sitting here actively waiting for the next time I purchase a Lego. I got a fucking kid, but she's not old enough for Lego yet. I'm waiting for that day.
But I mean, you want to get interested quick, you start building them in front of her.
You can use Legos for basically making full D&D maps that are customizable all the time.
They made an entire running Lamborghini out of Legos.
Yeah.
Well, Legos are like building or putting things together, and that's something
like
that
20 miles an hour, but still.
Legos are real life Minecraft.
You can get on AliExpress.com. You can buy gun Lego sets. Of course, they're not real Legos, but they're made using the same the same molds and everything. So you can like sit there and actually like build replica AK-47 and stuff.
That's cool.
So it's off-brand Legos to build a gun. Okay.
Yeah, and they're not really off-brand as much as they're using the same molds because that's how China works. It's just one of those things that in fact, the first thing you look up when you go to AliExpress, the first thing on the search bar is Lego. You don't have to type anything in. See, that
is the future, boys. Everyone making their own guns
for $450.
How can you say that's the future when you still have dreadlocks? You know nothing of the future.
I am the future.
Oh God, I don't want to live to the future.
No, these are cool as hell. I'm gonna post this in the side chat, and you guys are gonna be looking at this going, actually, I want that because it's just so damn cool. It's only $25 for stuff like that.
Semaj!
What?
Semaj!
Yes, yes.
Check your DMs. You have boobies there.
You can build a Lego MP7.
I also promised her that you'd draw a picture of her in like compensation for that. So you're welcome / your story. I'm sorry, rather.
You seeing that dong wave?
Yeah, I see that.
I got it from the bitching witch. Yeah.
It's fucking cool as hell. And one of them is an actual rubber band gun.
There you go, Jimmy. Now you gotta draw a picture of the bitching witch. The bitching witch. You should probably also send him a picture of your face or something. That way he can actually draw you. I mean, otherwise he's just gonna draw your tits.
Well, her picture is on her Twitter account, so it's right there.
For $450, a Lego Desert Eagle that looks real enough you could actually get shot if you waved it around in front of a cop.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to. You sent me that link, and I'm trying to spot the Lego parts, and I can see them kind of near like the front of the hand grip and the magazine, but that will be blocked by your hand if you're holding it. Looking at like the slide and the barrel, it's hard to really see the parts. I mean, I guess looking at the part image here, they are large parts. It's not like you're building a gun out of little bricks, but that is a pretty realistic looking Desert Eagle.
Definitely cool. I mean, and
I'm gonna fucking kill you for that.
These are the Legos I really want.
No,
I figure most of the Legos are the Legos you probably want. You look like
you look like you're
not busy with other things.
Oh man, that's just rough.
Well, I mean, I do have a job. So.
I've already declared he's FTM. So what else do we got for this guy?
I don't know if he's FTM. I mean, he's got a pretty good beard growing in.
Yeah, testosterone will do that.
I have to basically shave every day if I don't want uncontrollable hair.
Then you're taking too many of those testosterone.
What do you use as an aftershave?
I don't.
You should start using it. Witch hazel or something, man. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's one of those things you might want to consider. I mean, yeah, you kind of look like.
Is that something aftershave
I'm not saying
does
that
help
because...
prevent hair growth? Because I'm rocking the mustache and I gotta shave pretty much every day.
No, it helps heal the skin.
And also, wait, dong wave.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know, but it hurt my ears.
It did hurt. Well,
I did.
And what were you gonna say? before your mic exploded.
Well, to answer the question, no reason to have a mustache.
A good aftershave. A good aftershave will reduce inflammation, which is just great.
And to answer Schmeckle's implied question, I'm Italian. I'm allowed to have a mustache.
Yeah, he's also allowed to have 2 or 3 women on the side.
I'm sorry, no matter how Italian.
Now the question is, was
hold on. The new question is, what the hell is going on with Schmeckle's mic?
I don't know what's going on with his mic. I'm not sure.
What do you do? What are these mic effects and shit? What's happening?
Ooh, shit.
I love doing that. I love going on to Overwatch or some game or something like that and just screaming at the top of my lungs something ridiculous in the echo. Usually kneel before my God, kneel before your God, that business. How many of you guys are like smokers here?
I smoke.
Not me.
I'm talking about cigarettes.
Tobacco.
I do smoke cigarettes. I also enjoy a good fucking cigar.
I chew cigars constantly, but I had a week here that was just terrible recently, and it ended up making me fucking going back to smoking for like about 5 or 6 days. I went through a couple packs of cigarettes, and I can chain smoke crazy. Like if I don't stop myself, I can go through a whole pack without thinking about it. And I started moving. I was like, okay, I know the steps to stop smoking again. I smoke a pack of cigarettes and just go get some e-juice and nicotine vape bullshit. And then once that gets sickening for you, just go ahead and put that down. You're good to go. That works for me. But I'm sitting here vaping and I'm like, man, this is just not the fucking same at all.
It really is.
I'd much prefer to have a cigarette right now, even despite all that.
Apparently, me and Joseph
you get
live
one of
in
those
the same
jewels
town.
that the high school kids apparently like because they're in the class.
It's so goofy. It's so goofy. No, I did not use Juul. I use stuff that I can also put CBD stuff in, which is why I even have the vaping hardware at this point, because CBD. So most people don't get anything out of it, but if it's strong CBD, like 200 milligrams in a milliliter or higher, if I vape enough of that, I can get an actual high out of that.
It's not that you don't get anything out of it. It's that you don't get nearly the fucking high you get from the THC, and not nearly the same high that you get from the
I can
THC.
get a comparable high, me personally, but if I vape like crazy on a very strong
CBD but you're also you've told me you're particularly sensitive to
that's what I'm saying.
CBD.
Yeah, THC in general, I can't touch it.
You can't do the THC because you get like super paranoid and shit.
No, it sends me tachycardic actually, and then I get paranoid. It's a different reaction than that. It just immediately sends my heart up to 110 resting.
And to me, that seems that seems kind of like an atypical reaction rather than
yeah. That's not exactly what you're looking for.
Right?
It didn't used to be that way either. It just kind of built up over time. I don't know what it is. Maybe just a reaction to the smoke or what have you. It's almost anaphylactic in its nature, but I just stay away from it. And people are smoking around me. I have to either go away or man up and be like, I'm going to be sitting here with about 100 BPM for a while. That's going to be fun.
I have a friend that has to take pills because if he doesn't, he'll throw up around cigarette smoke.
Oh, it's...
Yeah, your friend's a little pussy.
Yeah,
your friend should have been put down at youth.
Mm-hmm.
Darwin's law says your friend shouldn't have survived.
I will simultaneously
I'm the reason he has survived to this point.
Really?
Well, then you're making a mistake and stop doing
holding
that.
his hand. He might breathe.
Stop interfering with nature.
What?
Well, it'll let you.
It's the thing is he's surviving off of your willpower. Imagine that,
In fact, at this point, go fix your mistake.
How many times are you going to pull that slide back?
When it's timely and punctual.
You're not a real man, because a real man pulls his gun out on his roommates like I do.
On his roommates.
Oh, you know damn well Dong Wave's not a real man. You've heard his fucking voice.
Now, that's not nice.
So?
Especially not considering my own voice. It's highly.
If you make fun of soy, you become it. You know what I mean?
I've been making fun of Mundane Matt for weeks, and I swear to God, I will not become it. You fuck yourself, you warhog motherfucker.
Now listen to me.
I disagree at the basis of this insinuation here.
Now, I've done a lot of things, said a lot of things, and the fact is I'm bound to do more of them. But, you know,
well, 1 second. The Bitching Witch is sending Semaj nudes. Fading Dark is sending Brockus nudes. Fading Dark, fuck you. Do not send Brockus nudes. Do not send Brockus any fucking nudes. They are meant for Semaj.
These are not good nudes. These are fucking traumatizing pictures of.
Oh, okay. Fading Dark. Keep it up. I love you.
No.
You're a good person. No. Keep my bitch in line.
No. This is fucking horrible.
Hey, you know what? He's Fading. He's objecting to things that I'm telling him to do right now. So you send him more. Send him worse.
No. Don't you fucking do it. Fad, I will block you.
Fad, send him a rectal prolapse.
Oof.
Don't you fucking do it.
Give him a rosebud, buddy. Hook him up. Now, I got a question for chat. Are you more into WMAF, white male Asian female, or black male Asian female? Which is your thing?
WMAF.
I'm mainly just into whatever the female is. I don't give a fuck about who's fucking her.
Really? It doesn't. It doesn't give you the jimmies when you see someone that you can't really relate to doing something.
No, I'm gonna be honest. Most of the time, I watch lesbian shit.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that's understandable. You see, there's people out there who theorize that watching enough male on female porn is actually going to make you gay.
Yeah, no, I don't think that. I just prefer woman on woman.
Don't we all?
I mean, if we're talking race shit, I like white woman on white woman mainly.
Really? Not Asian female white woman?
No, I mean maybe Asian on Asian.
Like I'll be honest.
White, like I'll watch like white on black or something like that.
I have
most of what I end up watching is white on white.
That's just because more white women make porn that becomes, you know.
Yeah, it's easier to find. I literally just type in lesbian.
That's true.
And then I watch like whatever pops up in the first page.
I'm scrolling through 4chan, and what do I find? There's a dude in a playground fucking a sex doll, and I'm just like, this is what life is now. This is the future they wanted.
Now, I actually have been unfortunate enough to walk by a guy fucking what may have been a female, but looked a lot more like a male. In a children's park in like a really small town. Like
that's a trap within a trap, dude.
Like not in a city like that. This was probably a town of probably like 10,000 or something. And I was working at
Welcome to Canada.
No, fuck, what you call it? Farmers market. I was working for my girlfriend at the time's parents, and we used to go for a walk whenever we'd take a break. And yeah, we walked by some guy fucking someone in like a little children's playground. We had been meaning to go there to smoke some pot. Instead, we came across people banging.
That's pretty goddamn funny, actually.
I mean, shit like that happens, man. A buddy of mine, last party I had, screwed in my front yard in a residential neighborhood in his truck. You know, just people are crazy. Also, some people are just exhibitionists.
I've done it on top of a hill.
No, I'm not gonna say I haven't fucked in public places before, but I've made sure nobody ever came across us.
But going into a playground and doing that just feels unnecessary.
Oh yeah. Like, also that I wouldn't fucking in a place where it's like, hey, you know, anytime kids might show up.
It's not so much the kids showing up. I just don't feel like tainting an area that children used to play. Like otherwise, I would just be like, okay, it's midnight. I can go do whatever the fuck I want, you know.
Oh yeah, see this wasn't nighttime. It was while a fucking farmer's market was running.
Ooh, they're just ballsy. Good for them.
It was, if anything, like before noon.
It's high noon.
I mean, these guys, like, to be fair, they looked like they were probably homeless people.
You know, the thing about homeless people is the world is their home. You know what I mean? No refugees here.
And they're leaving dirty needles around my area.
This is good. This is good. You know, I don't like women with tattoos. That's just my personal preference.
You know, actually, I like women with tattoos. I like.
How do you feel about short hair?
Tattoos.
I don't.
Nobody with short hair.
Short hair's fine. I don't give a shit if it's like totally like.
I will not fuck a chick with hair shorter than mine.
Depends how short.
Will you fuck a chick with an ass like a man?
Like a small ass. Yeah. No, I'm not so worried about the ass. I'm a titty guy.
Okay, well that's.
See, it's funny you say that because one of the least
short hair.
One of the least attractive people I've ever met, both physically and mentally, had big tits, but just like no butt at all. And it was like, she looked like an orangutan.
One of my first girlfriends, one of my first serious girlfriends at least, had size 36 double D tits, a 00 waist, and absolutely no ass.
Dong, I'm gonna send you something that
she was great. Hot as shit. She was even crazier than she was hot. But I'm a tit guy. I like really thin with big tits.
That is why we need to import more Asians into the country. You know what I'm saying?
I do love Asian women. They are fucking hot. Japanese, preferably, please.
I don't really care.
Now everybody is saying apparently Fading Dark has to explain why she sent tits. Fading Dark, I did say send nudes. I said send them to Semaj, not Brockus. If you want to send nudes to Brockus, you have to be male.
I'm ignoring her.
But look at what she's doing in there. She's cooking. She's doing her thing. You know, she's talking. And she can really multitask.
You know what? Just send them to fucking Schmeckle. I'll make sure they get directed to the proper place, and I will send them every 5 minutes because I'm capable of doing that to these cunts.
You're gonna stop that, Schmeckle. You're gonna stop that right now. I already got them. And you know what? They're gonna stop.
Jimmy, I'm already setting a bot to send them to you.
Oh man. Yeah.
So,
every 5. You know what? Just because you complained, every 2 minutes.
Yeah, now every minute because he's a minute man.
You know what?
Hey, you know what? Now you're a minute man. The Warthog guy said it should be 1 minute.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you know what? They haven't actually sent me any nudes. These are just pictures of dicks I found on the internet.
Do I need to stamp my profile picture with Frazier Danger? What an easy name to remember, Frazier.
You know, I've never blocked anyone before.
Fading Dark says you don't want to see what I send them, Schmeckle. Fading Dark, I appreciate you for not being a complete cunt. I don't want to see what you send them. No, I'm sorry. It's just, she's well aware that she's over 30 but under 80. Now I've been told to check my Discord DMs by a wild fox appears. What the fuck? Does he? Apparently that's a he. Have to say it's just a picture of a wolf with his dick out.
Is that
okay?
Is that a commission from Mickey or from Scooby? Is that what that is?
Is that something you've been sending out to fucking Mickey, Coy, Scooby, trying to catch their interest? I mean, I know Scooby at least is a big wolf guy. Oh my God, Semaj, can you draw Scooby as a wolf?
No.
What if he?
Nope,
what if
Semaj,
he? What if I said he was very involved with the Corleone family, spelt with an A instead of an E, and also it's a fake family.
Yeah,
that's a
no.
mean
I
statement.
already told Semaj that he has to draw Scooby in a goofy ass fucking Batman way, like his stupid fucking mask, or maybe it's his Mickey mask with the Batman fucking ears, whatever. I don't care. He has to draw Scooby as Batman, and the Cuntstream main hosts are the people that were on the stream that night are the rogues gallery for him. So you are the Joker.
Fuck you! I will not be a clown.
Fine. Which of Batman's rogues gallery would you?
I know nothing about DC, but I will not be Trippy Poop.
All right. Well, I'm still Bane. Semaj is the Riddler. You know what? How about you be the Riddler and Semaj can be the Joker?
How about he's Dog Welder?
Dog welder.
Yeah,
frankly,
pick from the trash bin.
Does Batman actually have a villain called Dog Welder?
He has a villain named fucking Kite Man. Of course he has.
But wait. Does Dog Welder just weld dogs to people?
Actually, yes. Dog Welder.
Really?
He's a member of Section 8, and he welds puppies onto people's faces.
There's a reason I hate DC, and I've just figured out what it is.
And he is in Gotham City, so.
Oh, I just realized that Anon wants dibs on Catwoman, so I guess Leaf has to be Ivy.
No, you know what? I get to be fucking Catwoman.
And he's actually a hero, not a villain.
What the fuck?
Oh, God, no, that's not a hero. Okay, so Penoid, I suggested Penoid be Penguin. Dongwave be the Mad Hatter.
I can work with that.
I guess Semaj.
Wait, Semaj.
What?
Just make me fucking Lobo.
No,
He fought with Batman one time.
If you guys want to go check out Dog Welder, read Hitman issue 1.
He's not a Batman villain. He's a fucking.
He's not a Batman villain, but I know that Penguin. I know he fought with Batman one time.
He's a vigilante / bounty hunter.
And he has a motorcycle that drives in space.
Yeah.
Is this? Are you asking me to do that because you want to get closer to your buddy Failure?
Me and Failure, as you know, Failure and I are very close. We would like to cement our relationship by having similar avatars. Yes.
Yeah, no homo.
No, there's a lot of homo here.
So,
we've been banging.
Which one of you guys is the Batman who laughs?
No, who's the top is my question.
Oh,
that
you
was
know
totally
goddamn well I am the laugher and the top.
Oof. That's an odd declaration, dude. I think you're the bottom.
God damn it! Just you've seen what Failure looks like and what I look like. If he was the top, I'd be dead.
You're a power bottom. I get it.
You generate a lot of power from the bottom.
You're like an otter, dude.
I am like an otter, and that's like an otter getting fucked by a whale. If Failure were the top, I'd be dead.
Oh, geez, you remember okay. Do anyone remember the early days of Twitter when they had the fail whale? We need someone to draw the fail whale as Failure.
Joseph Kerman for $3 on Streamlabs. The best Batman villain is Egghead, an egg-themed character played by Vincent Price.
I remember that one.
I can't even deny
Wait.
so much
When was Egghead played by Vincent Price?
The Adam West TV series.
You really are.
Okay, yeah, I never really watched a whole lot of that.
It was silly as all hell, but yeah, give me a buttload of money on that show. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, of course they did. He was fucking Batman.
The guy who played Robin, he made enough money. He literally bought himself a pet tiger.
Burt Ward.
Yeah.
Back when DC actually meant something in the cinematic universe.
If you can call it cinematic universe, it was TV back then.
Oh no, back then they were a lot more important than Marvel.
Apart from the new Batman,
Marvel had like Spider-Man and the Hulk, but they had fucking Superman and Batman. So fuck Marvel at that
Can
point.
we just get it?
Right?
Can we just all agree that all superheroes suck and all superhero movies suck by virtue of all superheroes sucking?
Why are you
No.
here?
I'm
Why are you
sorry.
here?
I will
Sorry,
agree with that. You go fuck
I would
yourself.
agree with that if it weren't for the X-Men movies.
Okay, the X-Men movies.
Ignoring the rest of them.
Guardians of the Galaxy is pretty good.
Was it? I never watched it.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1 was good. I haven't seen number 2.
Oh, but wasn't the guy who made it a what happened?
Yeah, he was one of those. Yeah, he was a Matt. I mean a pedophile. I mean,
Actually, there hasn't been any confirmation about him being.
No, that was just a thing. I think
He
really
just
took
made.
off with that was Ralph.
yeah,
just made a joke once,
you're talking about James Gunn, right?
Yep, James Gunn.
He just made a joke.
He actually also attended a NAMBLA meeting with
Oh.
a buddy of his who was involved with NAMBLA.
Oh yeah.
That's not good.
Oh, bump, bump.
He is not. Yeah, he is not working anymore. He is.
You know, he made some really good porn parodies, though. Like, really good porn parodies. They were fucking hilarious.
And how many of those was one of the characters pretending to be a child?
I didn't ever see one where he was doing that. I was just watching a couple.
I mean, I haven't seen any of them either. I'm just wondering.
The one I watched out of the couple, it was actually pretty good. Like, it was just a little short. You know, you could insert it anywhere in between, like, any little comedy skit, and you'd be like, "That was good." I enjoyed that.
Yeah. I get the shit with the James Gunn shit. Like, I get where you guys are coming from. I actually made a video saying that the outrage over it was bullshit.
Well, see, I was on
Then
on that side of
the
things.
whole NAMBLA thing.
That changes things considerably. But before that, I was on Ralph Retort, you know, defending the situation, saying, "Look, you can't just go after people and be like, yeah, pedophile." Rah! And, you know, scream like you're part of the, what is that, the invasion of the body snatchers or something like that?
I'm having a problem because I'm not finding anything that actually supports that other than very, very low down. I'm trying to think of the word. Indie, I guess? Quote unquote news places?
Yeah.
Like the pundit?
Well, part of that is that you'll never see that sort of news going on the mainstream because, you know, nobody... It's one of those, this is our guy type situations, but I'm sure Fox News would pick it up if it was real.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Fox News would pick it up even if it wasn't real.
Yeah, that's fair.
The fact that they haven't picked it up does kind of seem like a sign that maybe they didn't have enough behind it.
It would be an article InfoWars would love if they still had a platform.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. I considered like just leaving Infowars.com up on my computer, my my main TV computer, because I don't have cable anymore all the time. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I just don't care enough. But I do hope he gets some sort of platform back up.
Yeah, I never really watched much Infowars. I appreciate Alex Jones as a meme, but I don't think his content is it's not something I want to watch all the time or ever really. But I did download his app for my phone just to support him. I don't open it, but I downloaded it to add to the download count.
I enjoyed Infowars content. It was stupid a lot of the time, but it was definitely something I could watch and be like, okay, here's a fact, and then like, okay, that's opinion. Okay, this is just bogus and stupid. But he'd interview crazy people, and it was fun.
Mainstream media pretty much messed up big time because doing all this stuff with social media, he's basically blown up, and he's gotten the most advertisement ever now. So
fair, but I'll just say this: I would find his actual show twice as watchable. Like I might actually watch it if he did half as many advertisements for his own products, and the ones he did were half as long.
Or maybe he just did some sketches with his products and that were actually funny. Hire like a Jewish comedian.
Or would work better. I would settle for this instead of like the raw news article right into product shilling. add to it, do a traditional cut to commercial, and then like jump out of the desk, move over to a set off screen that looks like a commercial, and do a commercial for your product. But don't you're just sitting there at the desk all the time. So like, okay, now I'm selling something. I don't know, just kind of ruins.
I always felt like shit. No, and the thing is, see, when you're actually watching the show itself, most of the time, if you're watching YouTube stuff, it's gonna be clips of certain things that are decent segments of the program, and at the end, you would end up with these 4 and 5 minute advertisements that would just make a 10-minute video 15 minutes, and so you wouldn't click on it as much. You're like, oh, I don't want to watch 15 minutes worth of this. Not realizing, of course, because your brain doesn't click that in every time. Oh, it's 5 minutes advertising. I'm about to skip. It's like setting your clock ahead 5 minutes. Okay, but do you know every time you look at it, or you just look at it and go, oh, that's the time?
Yeah. But anyway, did you see on his he put a lizard mask on in one of his recent shows? I saw a clip of that.
But it is forcing him out in public. He went and fucked with Marco Rubio. I enjoyed that.
That was good. That was great.
Speaking of lizards, have you guys heard of someone named Chuck Tingle?
Yes.
I love.
Have you guys checked out his website?
I've never read his book, but I love the titles.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
even J.K. Rowling likes his stuff.
I got into a Twitter argument with him once, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
How'd that go?
I got blue-haired by a lot of people. This was during the election season, though.
Anyway, we're about an hour later than we usually go. We're gonna shut down. Jimmy, do the Jimmy thing.
Well, I got here late, so I'm gonna miss a few people. We had Unapologetic Leaf. We had Dong Wayne, Brockus.
Dong Wayne. Dong Wave.
Dong Wave.
Dong Wayne. That would be great if I were in a Western.
You know what? I think you should do that.
I have.
Change your goddamn name. From now on, you're Dong Wayne.
Now, I have been eyeing single action revolvers for a bit.
Oh, I love single action revolvers.
Kind of debate and get, I didn't go for it this time. Maybe Christmas time I'll get myself one of those.
I get it. When the time comes, you're gonna blow your brains out. I get it.
We all though.
I guess maybe we had Frazier, we had Huffleruff, Schmeckle, myself. So that's everyone I know. Thanks for coming.
Goodbye, everybody.
Hit the like and subscribe.
Jimmy, hit the stop button for me.
I can't do that.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Schmeckle. If I send you a link to a song, will you play it as the outro?
No, he can't.
I can't actually do that. Although, actually, you know what I can briefly do? We're going to play this as a brief outro. It's going to sound like shit, but fuck you, cunts.
I got in trouble at a gun range for shooting a single action revolver fan in the hammer. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Well, why?
My idiot friend. So I was at a gun range with two of my buddies. One of them also shoots and owns guns, and the other one doesn't. He just hangs out with us, and he's cool. He's not a stupid guy normally, but he can be kind of dumb sometimes. He's in med school, so he's definitely smart, but he's not. He's not. Not everyone who's smart like that is sort of like common sense smart.
Yeah, not everybody who's smart is intelligent.
Right.
That was a great statement.
So he basically we were at the gun range, and it's an outdoor gun range, and we took the highlight target of the night, aside from just normal paper targets and shit, was I saved a copy of an awful novel we all had to read in high school that we all hated. And we're gonna shoot it. So we go there and we put it up on the target board. You kind of like staple it in there. So we take the last couple pages and back cover and staple it onto the board, because you're not gonna put a staple for the whole book. And we step back and I shoot at it because it was my copy, so I shot at it first. And then my buddy who knows guns shot at it, and then it was the other guy's turn. He took at the time I had a 357. short barrel revolver that I've since sold. But he took that and I shot at it like maybe 3 shots, and after about 3 shots, for whatever reason, it fell off. It fell. So I was like, "Ah, man, sorry. I guess we're gonna have to wait for the ceasefire to go fix it." And so I step over to the other booth we had, because we'd only set up the book at one of the booths we'd rented. And I step over to the other booth, and my other buddy steps over to his booth, and we're kind of doing our own thing and reloading other guns and stuff. And next thing, it would sort of, I hear a gun go off next to me, kind of not thinking about it too much. I got these guns going off everywhere. It's a gun range. But then, after the first shot, I turn and I realize it's my buddy with my revolver shooting at the book on the ground of the gun range. And I immediately...
your buddy kind of sounds like a moron, but I was going to play this shit out, so now I'm going to...
I thought we were done. I was just talking to you guys.
Yeah, no, we're still live.
We were done.
I'm going to play this shit out. Matt. What can I say, Matt? Part 2. Give it a break, Matt. We're getting fucking tired. It's been a long time since you should have decided to retire. Now you're dangling from the wires over burning, mangling fires. Cause it turns out mundane jobbers got some pretty sick desires. Fuck, you like to drink your cum. That might not be your fault. With all the tears you cry, it might be that you're craving salt. But by default, Matt, there is one thing that you need to halt. Like things that seem like admissions of sexual assault, man. You need to take a break. Just fucking disappear. Pack up your shit and get your ass the fuck on out of here. That's not a threat, it's simply something that you need to hear. So pack away your peck-a-mat and open up your ears, bitch. I already mentioned shit about how you got a kid and how you killed your job and what a fucking tragedy that is. And now I hear that you've been auctioning some underwear for bids. So if I ever meet your sister, I'ma tell her what you did, Matt. That's fucking pervert shit. You're fucking perverted. You got into incest just like every fucking pervert did. Were you raised alone by fucking Herbert, kid? Or did your daddy take your innocence and fucking murder it? That's why you play the victim. Alright, now get the fuck out of here, cunts. We're fucking done. Go fuck you.